Okay. Hello. All right. Just waiting for the YouTube site to come up so I can see it. There we go. There we are. Alright. Now that that's up. Hello, everybody. We are back. Oh boy. I'm scared. I'm scared as what's gonna happen. Because the last time we left off, there was a misunderstanding that Daryl caught us in. Because we like to stick our noses in other people's business. We were wondering why our boss was on basically the Grinder app looking for hookups when he's a married man. We assumed he was cheating. And I have not hit Chester's route. But my current assumption from the information I've gathered is that he's cheating on his husband in secret. And it pinged up because we were unblocked, I believe. And we were looking at it, and that's when Daryl looked over our shoulder and saw it. He ran out of the bar. We tried to chase him, but we were stopped by the security as well as Chester himself. He told us that we just need to give him space and see what happens. I'm hoping it comes out good. We talk, but I have no clue what's in store for me. So, oh God, I need a drink. I'm gonna have to remember a lot of voices because it's been a while. I know I use my voice for the main character. So, okay. Alright, let's take a drink. Oh my God. Oh boy. Okay. 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 Oh my goodness. All right. Here we go. Let's go back a bit. It wasn't all bad though. It was a good show, and I got to have a good talk with Chester. All I need now is for Daryl to know that I didn't mean to. Here we go. After all my hard work, it's finally time. This is going to be the moment I'll remember forever. When I open this door, it'll be the beginning of the rest of my life. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, let's do this. I push the door open to reveal the blinding lights behind. It's time. It's finally time. Wait. What? The old kitchen. Wasn't I just about to... Oh. Right. I didn't get to go. I glance around the kitchen and find the table littered with paper, books, writing utensils, and a laptop. Messy. It was always so messy. I take a seat at the table and shove some of the clutter aside so I can rest my troubled head atop the green tablecloth. It's surprisingly soft. Sunshine. She must have entered through the back door. I pick up my head to get a good look at her. Oh, hey Mo. She looks to the clutter on the table. Her bubbly, cheery expression turns somber in a flash. Oh, I'm sorry. Bad time? No, it's fine. I'm done with all this. I gesture to the jumbled mess atop of the table. I just haven't cleaned it up yet. Do you need help? I would prefer if you didn't. Right. I understand. Mhm. She turns her head and gazes out the window with a smile. Hmm. It is a beautiful day outside. I glance over at the window. It's a bright, sunny day. It does look nice. The light shining through the window grows brighter and brighter. Mo, it's a little too nice. I can't see. No matter how I turn my head, I can't seem to escape the blinding light. It's growing increasingly fathomable. Unfathomable. Uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. Too much lights. Too much lights. Oh my goodness. Let me move this. Let me move YouTube chat out so I can see them as well. Fathomable. It's growing increasingly uncomfortable. Ah! Go away, sun. The morning sun is casting a beam between my windows, blinds, landing directly onto my eyes. As I slowly rouse from my slumber, the weight of the real world hits me like a truck. Daryl hates me. And rightly so. After some tossing and turning, I locate my phone and gander at my lock screen. Huh? Daryl texted me? With haste, I sit up at the edge of the bed and open the message. Hey, I'm coming to the party. Let's talk. My rapidly beating heart slows down as I realize it could have been a lot worse. I mean, I do wish the news were more positive, but at least he wants to talk. In all honesty, it's probably more than I deserve. Daryl is the big, chunky lion man, orange lion man, that we fell in love with as soon as we saw him. Sure thing. I'll see you soon. As much as I want to put a heart emoji at the end, I don't think it's appropriate. Send. Well, that little adrenaline rush certainly got me up and going. Might as well get my day started. Okay. After a brisk shower, I decide to dress in my usual work garb since I'm starting my day at Chronicles. I pack my duffel bag with some pool party essentials, a t-shirt, shorts, flip-flops, sunscreen for the nose. I also pack my trunks and swim shirt in case I build up the courage to jump in the pool. Hopefully these still fit me. Also, for those on the YouTube side and on the Twitch side, if you want to see and know what happened, head on over to the YouTube page where we do have the chord progressions playlist all saved. Give it a watch if you want to remember what happened and all the stress we've been through. The swim shirt is made of a synthetic material that dries easily and doesn't cling. These things were practically designed to be only worn by insecure fat boys. God, I remember wearing one of those. I don't wear them anymore. I kind of grew into my body. Well, at least I love my body a little bit more. That I don't mind wearing just shorts to the beach or the pool. It feels nice, honestly. I've always been a part of that target demographic. The apartment smells amazing. Cinnamon sugar aromas accompany the decadent scent of freshly baked bread, and it's truly transcendent. Good morning. Hey Mo, what you two making? What was her voice? Bread pudding. It should be done cooling down, actually. I take a seat next to Moriah. It doesn't take long for her demeanor to shift. Sunshine? What's wrong? She can read me like a book. No matter how hard I try to conceal my emotions, they're always plenty visible to her. Sometimes I can't rightly determine whether this is my most favorite or least favorite quality about her. Daryl's mad at me. What happened? So, at the lounge last night, I saw someone who looked familiar to me. I decided to open up Crozer on the off chance they show up on the app. Daryl saw my screen and got the wrong idea. April returns, clearly listening in. She doles out a portions of bread pudding to each of us with some coffee. And then what happened? He left. He didn't want to talk to me. He just stormed out and didn't give me a chance to explain myself. Oh no. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Yeah, that sounds accurate for Daryl though. Maybe it's for the best. What do you mean, for the best? Well, if things aren't going to work out, it's better to figure that out sooner rather than later. Come on, we don't need to. Pessimism isn't going to help right now. Eddie really likes Daryl, and we need to provide all the encouragement we can get. Well, he can get. Mo, it's fine, honestly. I'm not being pessimistic. I'm being pragmatic. Sometimes people just aren't compatible. Plus, if Daryl gets his heart broken again, I won't hear the end of it. April starting to raise her voice. Oh, so it's about you now, is it? Whoa, hey, let's take it down. It's not about me. It's about the band. But what about Eddie? You can't... Guys, I bark out as loud as I can. The girls cease their bickering. Please stop. This is my issue, okay? Look, at the end of the day, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. I look April in the eye, but I'm still gonna try. April audibly exhales. All right, fair. But I swear to God, if I have to learn a new song and you're the subject matter, we begin to eat. An awkward silence hangs over the table, but at least the bread pudding is nice. It's rather indulgent, like having dessert for breakfast. A little sugar goes a long way to help level out my mood. I think the same can be said for the girls. Sorry I raised my voice at you. It's okay. The fox extends her paw on the table. April takes it into her own. I'm sorry too. We both have things we're trying to protect. She looks to me and extends her free paw. I gladly take it into my own hand. We're going to have some conflict sometimes, but what's most important is how we resolve it. She looks to April and me expectantly. Her eyes are moving. I thought bread pudding was a dessert. I didn't know it could be like a breakfast thing. Come on. We need to complete the circuit. April gives me an uneasy gaze. I return one showing my mutual discomfort. Just do it. I reluctantly extend my paw towards the hyena. She delicately takes it into her own. There! One happy family. Babe, one happy family. Oh, alright. Mariah breaks the paw holding triangle. April and I mutually release each other from our grasp. So, tell me about this pool party. April's description of Chester and Dave's home admittedly makes me more excited for the party. They have a nice pool, a hot tub, a grand and spacious backyard up in the hills, always from the hustle and bustle, away from the hustle and bustle. Sounds quite nice. As the clock marches forward, I only grow more anxious. I don't want to wait. Whatever it is Daryl wants to talk about, I want to get it over with. But I'm also terrified of how our conversation will turn out. I can settle with just feeling eagerly anxious or terrifyingly anxious, but both combined is a hellish emotional cocktail. April and I make it to the Chronicles without incident. We arrive shortly after Pat and Dave, and Chester is running behind. We start by thoroughly vacuuming every square inch of the front of the house. It's not every day that the shop floor is completely bare. We're taking full advantage of it. Chester arrives and links up with April to spot clean the stage. Dave and Pat and I work on transporting all the metal shelves back to where they belong. It's hard work. Noon hits sooner than expected and takeout lunch orders are placed. The three of us are catching our breath until food arrives. Fuck, I need to know what voices I used for them. Because, like, I don't want to... I have separate voices for each one, and I forgot to listen in. Because, God... entire month has been hectic for me. Hold it real quick, guys. I just want to hear what voice I use for them. Come on, show me. Oh wait. Looks okay. So there's that. Even I forgot. This is episode 2. No, that's Pat. Pat's comfy. Oh my god. Mortally. Oh my goodness. But did I really use this voice for him? Shit. What about Dave? Let me hear Dave. Damn it. Okay, it's just a deep voice, or attempted. Pat and Dave are looking worse for wear. Both are slumped over their respective chairs. My feet are killing me. At least we got most of the heavy junk. Both look at me. I worked up a sweat, but I'm not in any dire straits. How are you not exhausted right now? Oh, at one of my old jobs, I used to haul heavy stuff like this all day. I knew. Chester saw something special in you. Both take some swigs from the plastic water bottles. They slowly but surely regain their composure after a couple of minutes of huffing and puffing. Yes, Chester slept with Daryl's ex, and I believe they confronted each other, and Chester apologized a little later. Because I told him, like, outright, you can't do that to Daryl. It's wrong. But yeah. Was it Chester? Yeah, Chester. No. I was talking. Pat's the one that cheated on Daryl's ex. Chester is the cheater, I think. Phew. I'll tell you what. I'm looking forward to floating on a raft right about now. Same. You boys bringing any plus ones? Daryl's my plus one. He says he'll be there. How about you, bud? Bringing Cliff? Nah. He and Trent are hanging out today, actually. They were gonna catch a movie. Aw, that's fun. I am Eddie. That's me. Since the last time we played, they made an update where the writer just outright just made the main character his own character just to play with the story. And honestly, I'm fine with that. So I'm Eddie. I believe we're a raccoon or a red panda. No, I think we're a raccoon or something. Blue, if you're here still, if you know what our first species is, let us know in the chat. I did find someone else though. They say they know you. Oh? Yeah, Randy. Oh, Randy. I didn't know you two were buds. Yeah, we met recently actually. No, well, they're more than welcome to drop by. As a matter of fact, I need to go tell Chester the good news. He stands and makes a rather hasty beeline towards Chester on the stage. The collie and I are now alone. Hey, so, I'm not going back on my word. I'm going to tell him today. Right. In the throes of my despair over Daryl's rejection, I completely forgot about Pat's promise. He needs to tell Daryl about his hookup with Skizzy. I guiltily bury my face in my paw. What's wrong? I just feel awful. We're both putting Daryl through hell right now. Yeah, I heard what happened last night. Were you really trying to hook up with someone else? No, I just saw someone who I thought looked familiar. I took a really stupid gamble to see if they were on Crozer. Gotcha. I've done the same. Anyway, I was thinking you should have your talk with him first. Hopefully things goes well. Then we'll party, have a good time, and I'll break the bad news. He leans back in his seat and somberly stares up at the ceiling. Something felt off about Carcinogen's reunion. I couldn't put my finger on it for a while, but I think we're ready to head our separate ways. Vin has his baby, April has SOS, I have drag, and if things work out well, Daryl will have you? I'm finding it hard to find any words to respond with. Part of me is mortified by his acceptance of the situation. A twinge of pain strikes my heart as I consider that the carcinogen show I witnessed yesterday may be my last. I'm just doing my best to look at the bright side. My dad used to say, when God closes a door, he opens a window. I'm just gonna keep my head down, stay busy with work, and keep leveling up my drag. I'm actually planning on surprising Chester at some point. He's going to hear all these great things about an up-and-coming local queen. Hell, he'll book Becky for the lounge, and his jaw will hit the floor once he sees it's me. He chuckles at the thought. He's seemingly already moved on from this. He's got his whole life post-carcinogen figured out. I can't help but be impressed by the maturity, but also disturbed by how quickly he's letting Daryl go. So, you're just giving up on the band? Well, kinda, yeah. Daryl and Vin aren't going to want anything to do with me. Don't you guys go way back, though? How are you not trying to fight for them? Dude, what's the alternative? Well, you could, what is the alternative? I'm struggling to come up with any ideas. I just keep sputtering and stammering. Eddie, he leans towards me, looking me dead in the eye. The only reason I could get any sleep last night was because I realized Daryl's life is going to be so much better without me. It sucks, but it'll be fine. Time heals all wounds. Honestly, I'm more with Pat on that. Like, I also tend to move on from things quickly in situations like this. From breakups to ends of friendships. Like, there's no point in looking that far back. We can always look at the now and just keep moving forward. That's all we can do, to be quite honest. I think that's how, or at least the reason why I didn't get over my dog's passing. Like, it still sits with me a little bit, but I wasn't as emotional as my family was. I guess it's because they didn't witness it firsthand. It was the aftermath. But yeah, it all depends on the situation, to be honest. And maybe you and Daryl can have a nice happily ever after. Without me. The door chimes. April walks in with carry-out bags containing our lunch orders. Order up. Not to say it doesn't come up and haunt me at quiet moments, but it's better to move on and invest the energy into something productive. Yeah, that honestly helps a lot. Bowser Puma, without me, I know. I feel like I, I don't know. Like, I guess because like there were so many things with like Pat, Skizzy, and Daryl that like just it was a lot. And then the recent hookup with Pat and Skizzy, and now Pat having to tell Daryl. He's seeing the things he's doing wrong and he's making amends for it, which I'm happy for. I'm proud of that. I'm happy for him. It hurts when he says without him. Like we're not going to see him or something. Just checking. You have streamer mode on, right? Oh, Puma. Is there a new thing that I had to censor? I do have my own version of censorship. I do like it when I do my own version of censorship. There is a streamer mode where it zooms in and hides the imagery. Is Daryl gonna show bulge? Oh, we seen like because like I have my own censorships. I put one of my emotes on top of the dick because like I don't like me personally. I like seeing the entirety of the visual novel, no matter if it's not safe for work or not. I just have my method of like censoring the image so it's TOS friendly. Because I do appreciate the art, the art of the zoom in, the art of the like the full image. But is there something more, Pat? Is there something going to happen later on in Daryl's route that I should know of? Is this a spoilery? I see you, creator. I see you. I think I did a good amount of censorship. Like, I haven't seen anything too, like, what's it called? Too spicy currently when I was censoring the images for these, unless I'm personally missing something. Like I don't like the CGs currently from what I've seen so far that without me putting too much thought into it did not show dick. Not trying to spoil, but there will be a sprite asset from Daryl that'll show up that is not TOS friendly. The CG is fine. Okay, so Daryl's CG. Okay, so I didn't look into Daryl's. Okay, because I assumed like they were null at the moment. Oh, sorry, there is a genital shot. Okay, got you. Is it plump? I'm so sorry. What if I just real quick, pink or brown? Oh my god, Mora. What if I just real quick, like just open my Medibang Paint Pro real quick and do a quick censorship. What about that, guys? How about that? Hold up. Is it showing on screen? No, it's not. What if I just do my quick censorship? Hold up. What if I just do real quick, guys? Just real quick. I see the asset. I see the asset right now. I see the genital asset. I see it now. I could see it. I'm just gonna just take one of my emotes and cover it. Real quick. Real quick. I'm not gonna tell you which emote I'm using, but I am using an emote to block these things because it's funny. I find it funnier that way if I use an emote to block it. Hold up, hold up, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna do this real quick. Like, I'm sorry to the YouTube side, you don't see much of this. I just have to cover this real quick, just for the haha funnies. There we go. Hit OK. File. Save. Yes. Oh no, this is the software. I want a different one. Hold up. So sorry. We're doing this like on the fly right now, guys. So sorry. We're doing this on the fly real quick. Cause like I didn't see the asset while combing through for my own personal censorships. It's covered. Just don't want you getting TOS. No worries. I just didn't see it while skimming through it without getting spoiled too much on my own terms. All right, if we save that, it's transparent, and then we do Henry Doses. Yes, this one. There we go. That's the one. That's the one. There we go. If we shrink it just a bit so it's not too big on the screen. There we go. And save. Yes. Okay. Exit. Now that should okay. So the genitals have changed. It's on the sprite? That's it, right? Does anyone else's genitals show? That I'm gonna be so sad not to see. My goodness, we're gonna get dicks out today. Oh my goodness. All right, back to the reading. The five of us chow down in the newly empty. Just make sure the game's refreshed. Ooh, let me save it real quick. We're gonna save right here, and then we're gonna shift our bestie. Is that how that works? No, it's not. What do you mean? Hurry up! Give me a second. We're gonna do this real quick. We saved. Give me a second. We saved it. Okay. Oh my goodness. But it's a little hiccup, guys. It's real quick. We're just gonna pretend that like we were still there. Oh, you're in development mode, I think. Yeah, no, it didn't work when I was over here. Real quick, we're fixing this. We fix it, guys. No worries. Look, as if it never happened. Oh, look, we did it. The five of us chowed down in the newly emptied cafe. I ate in relative silence, letting everything sink in. Pat was rather chatty. He really is going to live it up before it all crashes down, huh? I can't help but resent him a little. It's as if he found a way to postpone his misery. Meanwhile, all I can do is sit here and toil and lament about what's to come. After lunch, I pick up the pace. Everything I'm asked to do, I do it with haste and efficiency. I can't just sit around and wait for what's to come. Slowly but surely, the front of the house is restored to its former glory. So the floors are vacuumed, cafe's all empty, and all the merch is back where it belongs. I reckon we're done. Well, it's not even 2 yet. You guys killed it. Pool party time? Pool party time. Yes! I gotta make a pit stop at home. I'll be there in a bit. No, same. Take your time, guys. Come and go at your leisure. The wolf turns to me. You have everything you need, bud? Yes, sir. Wanna tag along with me then? I ponder for a moment. I'd rather get there sooner than later. Sure, actually. Great! I'll meet you two there. Gotta pick up some last minute things. See you guys real soon. And you better come hungry. The Loken voice. I used this voice for him immediately when I saw him. I'm sorry. My Soul Creek voice for Loken just leaks out sometimes. Blah. Oh my god, I got a burp. So professional. So professional. After merging onto the highway, Jester is taking us northbound. Looks like we're heading to the outskirts of Douglas for this shindig. Hey, bud. So, how are you feeling today? Not good, but I'm hanging in there. Dave told me Daryl's still coming. Yeah, he wants to talk. Well, that is a good sign. Would you like any advice? I mean, can't hurt. Just make sure you listen and validate. How Daryl feels is valid. Even though it's a misunderstanding, it was very right to feel the way he does. Would you agree? I guess, yeah. Just make sure when you explain yourself, you don't invalidate the way he feels. That makes sense. You'll be fine, buddy. Chester exit the highway. We're now trekking through tree-lined roads in rural neighborhoods. I never expected you and Dave to live so far away. We like our peace and quiet. The commute's my least favorite part, but we get by. How long have you been out here for? It was a couple of years after the cafe took off. Probably 9, 10 years? It was a little starter house we slowly turned into our dream home. That's beautiful, actually. So many people know the tea. God, I stare out the window, wistfully gazing at the trees passing by. You and Dave got to have your happily ever after, huh? He chuckles. It's never as simple as happily ever after. Dave and I are definitely fortunate. We have our dream home, our own business, and get a little extra on top for trinkets and such. But with every challenge you overcome, life finds a way to throw more at you. Ain't that the truth? Like, if you told me last year I'd be living in a nice apartment with my best friend in Douglas, I would have been over the moon. I think, wow, this is the beginning of the rest of my life. That's hitting a little too close. I just moved to Florida. If I told my younger self that I was gonna move in with a bunch of VTubers in Florida away from my toxic family, I would also be over the moon. Jesus. Got me in the fields already! Booma! God! But it's never that simple, is it? It's not, no. Just hang in there, bud. Better days are on their way. Yeah, you're right. Better days are on their way. Oh, fuck. It's a little too early for that. Oh my god. He hangs a sharp left and pulls into a gravel driveway. It's steep, winding, and extends for several yards. It reminds me a lot of the homes I'd see in Fairview. Oh, was I little too quiet over that? No, not the VN coming for you. Oh no, did I whisper too much? I was probably far away from the mic. Did you at least hear me say it? I'm crying. It the VN is coming for me. Bowser didn't know it, but the VN was coming for me. This is too realistic to me. We reach the end of the driveway and his home comes into view. It's cozy and almost cabin-like in appearance. The size is a step above modest, but there's a lot of outdoor space on the property. I spot a second structure behind the main home, perhaps a small guest house. Here we are, chez moi. It's a beautiful home. Oh my god. Thank you. He parks the car and exits, and I follow suit. He prompts me to follow him through the front door of my home. Of the home. We quickly cut through his living room and kitchen to reach the back sliding door. The two keep a beautiful home. It's spotless, well organized, and stylishly furnished. Aw, this is actually really nice. A nice backyard space. Chester leads me to the grand backyard. The stone patio and the in-ground pool are quite stunning. Like the perfect space for entertaining guests. As I take in more into scenery, I notice a lack of privacy fences. That said, it's not really needed. The property is entirely surrounded by a thick forest, but none of the neighbors' home are visible. Fancy backyard. Thanks. We worked hard on this. Wait, you guys built it? Well, not by ourselves. I have a contractor buddy. I hired him and saved a few bucks on labor by offering some help. Most of the home improvement projects I tackled have the same story, actually. I don't mind getting my paws dirty. Not surprised he's a DIY guy, but how on earth does he find the time for it? Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and slip into something more comfortable. If you want to change, go ahead and use the pool house. He points to the standalone structure behind the pool. That's a pool house? Among other things. Pick up the locker and I'll meet you back here. Locker? You'll see. Ooh. Ooh, this is a new art style. Why does it oddly look familiar? Who did this background? Where have I seen this? I feel like I've seen this art style before. Some pool house. This is a proper locker room. It seems to be outfitted with all the essential elements. Aluminium locker bank, a bench, shower, even a sauna. As a guest, it's quite convenient to have a place to change and store my stuff, but it seems excessive. I exchanged my button-down jeans and boots for my t-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops. I'll change into swimwear later if I muster the courage to jump in the pool. I also take a moment to lather on some sunscreen. I deposit a generous amount onto my palm and smear it on my ears, nose, and the soles of my feet. In the abundance of caution. I'm listening to my radio show. Ayo. In abundance of caution, I also apply some to my nipples as well. I don't plan on taking my shirt off, but maybe with some liquid courage, I would be convinced to change my mind. After applying, I stow my belongings in one of the lockers. I step back outside to find Chester hasn't returned yet. I wonder what he meant by more comfortable. Maybe he's changing into a swimsuit? One moment. I forgot to do this. During to let the new people who are watching know, during visual novels, I turn off redeems as well as go back to a clothed outfit. I don't know if my basic shirtless outfit says for YouTube's algorithm, but I'd rather not chance it. I do want to make some form of a video. So sorry. I'll make it up to you guys tomorrow. If so, it'll be a great opportunity to study his fur pattern to see if it matches that Crozer profile. That said, trying to solve this mystery ranks rather low on my priorities list right now. Dang it! No Speedo. Not yet, guys, not yet! Chester returns with a rather modest poolside ensemble. Guess I'll have to wait a bit longer to start collecting those details. Has Dave pulled up yet? I haven't seen him. He should be back soon, hopefully. I'll go on ahead and start food prep in the meantime. Need any help? Do you want to help? Or are you just trying to be polite? I ponder for a moment. 99% of the time, I am just trying to be polite whenever I offer help like this. This moment isn't any special exception. Just trying to be polite? He chuckles. That's what I thought. You're a guest, buddy. Go make yourself at home. Go relax. Take a dip if you do. Take a dip. Do you want? Do what you want. I struggle with words because partially I'm dyslexic. Possibly. All right. Think I'll just try and relax for a bit. I wander over to the pool and find a nice lounge chair to park myself. This is comfy. Much comfier than your typical beach chair. It even has a nice pillow at the end. Chester sure has a snazzy. Who's jostling me? Buddy? Who's that? Oh! I rapidly come to life as I realize I'm not sleeping in my own bed. Yes! Billy! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. That came out of nowhere. Oh my goodness. I'm greeted by the sight of Dave as he chuckles. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. The party's starting. Oh, jeez. How long was I out? Maybe an hour or so? Figured we'd leave you alone. Exhausted after all that hauling, huh? Yeah, I guess. I'll tell you what. I might take a page out of your book and have a little snooze myself later. I rub my eyes as they adjust to the bright summer sun. Who else is here? Corey's here, and he brought the party. His bar's all set up if you want a drink. Just go ask him. Vin and Haley showed up not too long ago. April, Mariah, and Pat are here too. How about Daryl? No, not yet. Go ahead and press H, Buffy. Oh, you know me. Yes. Ogle. All right, we're good. Oh my god, such a big belly. Damn it, more waiting. I put out a little smorgasbord on the table. Help yourself. I glance over to the table. I see Mariah, April, and Pat helping themselves to some appetizers. I also spot Vin, Haley, and Corey in the pool. Yeah, a snack sounds good right now. Thanks. Damn, fuck. Such a snack. Fuck. That's a whole meal. Ah! We part ways. I meander over to the table. Morning, sleepyhead. Hey, did I miss anything? Nah, we literally just got here. Somebody took her sweet time picking out a swimsuit. Listen, I need something very classy, very mindful, very demure. Very mindful, very classy, very demure. I find a paper plate and start piling onto some snacks. I pick out a kebab and some crackers. The veggies and chickens are grilled to perfection, very juicy and sweet. Nice job, Chester and Dave. The girls seem to have cleaned their plates. Want to jump in, babe? Mariah nods. So, good news. With all the shit going on today, we kind of dodged a bullet. What do you mean? Skizzy heard Randy was going to show up and wanted to change his mind. At the last minute, I told him Daryl was going to be there. That made me shrivel. Not very mindful, very demure. Skizzy decided it's best to stay home. Good. I'm already sick of that guy. Yeah, I don't blame you. I won't make any apologies for him. Then why do you hang around with him? He sighs. I don't know. I probably shouldn't. He just gets me more than most people do. We vibe sexually, as you know. I roll my eyes. But we have a lot of common interests too. We dig the same music, we're both into modding cars. He pauses for a short moment, seemingly trying to gather himself. We share a little history too. He and I both lost our dads. My heart sinks. Oh. Yeah. When you meet someone who also has been through that, it's kind of hard to deny the connection it makes. I can imagine. I'm so sorry for your loss. It's fine. It was a long time ago. He got lung cancer when I was 16, and it happened really fast. That's awful. We can change topics if you need. No, it's fine. It's been 10 years. I'm at peace with the whole thing. I actually like talking about him though. Keeps his memory alive, you know? Well, I'm all ears if you want to tell me more about him. He smiles. It's funny. He used to tell me this story about how he and my mom only wanted to have one baby after they got married. They both came from a giant Irish Catholic families and didn't want to keep up the tradition. But the universe had other plans. Twins. He spoiled me and Kristen rotten. Any toy or game we wanted always found itself under the Christmas tree. Aw, that's sweet. Yeah, it was your standard the standard upper middle class upbringing. School, sports, Cub Scouts, the works. We do all sorts of outdoorsy stuff too. Dirt biking, fishing, camping. It was handy too. We work on some cars, DIY stuff around the house, that kind of thing. I couldn't help but chuckle. Sounds like the standard all-American dad, huh? Yeah, a bit of a stereotype, isn't he? Let me guess. You like grilling too? He cackles. Oh yeah, he was the turkey burger king. Then he and your uncles would stand around the grill as they critique the grilling style, right? He snorts. You sure you never met him? He folds his paws atop the table. He stares off into the distance as his smile slowly fades down into a frown. I don't think he'd be proud of me. My heart breaks as he says that. I instinctively want to argue against that statement. That said, I don't rightly know whether or not he's correct. Well, either way, it sounds like he loved you very much. Yeah, he does. I tilt my head. Does? So, don't laugh. But I have a little philosophy about death and love. For me, I believe love is the only thing that truly transcendent. Love is real, right? Yeah, of course. But can you touch it? Can you measure it? Can you even describe it? I ponder for a moment. Well, not really? But even so, it's real. It's one of the most undeniably real feelings we can experience. You can even feel it after someone's gone. When I think about him, I feel his love. Actively. Presently. His love didn't die with him. Wow. That's, I'm doing my best to keep my composure. There are definitely cracks forming in my facade. He chuckles. Hey, come on. I'm the one with the dead dad. You don't get to cry. Shut up. I playfully retort to his jest. That's just a beautiful way to think about it. Never pegged you for a philosopher. Oh, so we're into pegging now. Won't hear me complain. I lean forward, burying my head into my arms atop the table, unable to conceal my laughter. You're a maniac. You're a maniac, you know that? 1 minute we're talking about your dead dad, then your philosophy on love and death, and now pegging? He shrugs. That's just how my brain works. Take it or leave it. Pat leans to the side and glances past me. Corey's at the bar. Want a drink? Sure. What do you want? I don't know. Surprise me. Ooh, you sure you want to trust me with that power? Just go before I change my mind. Sorry, there was a little fly. Just go before I change my mind. If you say so. He marches off, leaving me at the table alone. I couldn't help but chuckle to myself as I recollect how that conversation turned so wrong so quickly. All right. Whew. My thrusty needs a break. So we're going to take a 5-minute break to drink some fluids as well as get our like air back into our voice, like rest our voice a little bit. So in the meantime, we are going to take a 5-minute break to play a 3-minute ad. And when we return, we'll continue where we left off. All right. So I'm going to save here. Return. And we will be right back, everyone. Stand up, stretch, get some air, breathe, drink some water. We'll be right back in 5 minutes. All right. BRB. Hoot hoot. Did I forget to start the ad when I went on the break? I am so sorry to the Twitch stream viewers right now. Oh my goodness. Ooh, so sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Ooh. But if you would like to help our channel grow, as well as our YouTube channel, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as we are slowly but surely getting to affiliate on YouTube. But yeah, every little like counts, every watch counts, every subscription counts. It'll help us grow our channel further and further, and to the point where we can actually do this for a full-time living. And that's honestly what I dream to do. Streaming, making YouTube, doing visual novels, voice acting, just every little bit helps, to be quite honest. Also, I just realized, supposed to increase this. Too bad. There we go. But yeah, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you, Buzzy, for the subscription. I hope you stay comfy cozy on this YouTube channel, as well as on any social that we're on. But yeah. So there's 50 seconds left on the ad, and I'm really sorry. We're like just vamping for time at the moment. But yeah, hopefully in the future we are going to edit these down just a little bit to just make episodic stuff. I mean, unless you guys enjoy the long form with the 5-minute breaks in between each chapter per hour. So yeah, let's go right back to it. I couldn't help but chuckle to myself as I recollect how that conversation turned so wrong so quickly. That said, it was nice seeing the more vulnerable, tender side of the dog again. Assuming things go well between Daryl and me, I don't think he's going to be keen on me hanging around with Pat after tonight. What a shame. I sense a budding friendship forming with the collie. I've only been here for a week and it already feels like my whole world is getting flipped upside down again. Pat returns with 2 red plastic cups in paw. He presents me with one. Cheers! Cheers. I will kill this small fly, I swear to God. We tap our 2 cups together and I take a sip. Ugh. It's not bad, but it's not good. Tastes very pineapple-y, but processed and synthetic. What's this? Vodka, Red Bull. Figured you might need a little pick-me-up after your nap. Well, that's thoughtful. I take another sip. It's growing on me. By the way, when's your friend getting here? He shrugs. Beats me. They're usually fashionably late. Sounds like someone else we know. He chuckles. Want to make a bet on whether Randy or Daryl gets here first? I don't know your friend, so I'll pass. You'll get to know them soon enough. Was this the same person you got together with last night? Dude, you can say hookup. We're not at work. No one's gonna care. I'm honestly curious. I never had Red Bull before, to be quite honest. Is it good? I feel like if I start an addiction now, it would be bad. I know, just trying to salvage whatever decorum there's left in this conversation. He chuckles. But yeah. Oh, they have sugar-free ones? Ooh. But yeah, we've been chatting on Crozer for a few weeks, but the stars never really aligned until last night. I'm busy, they're busy. Sometimes it's hard to find time to blow off steam. Since you're using they, I'm assuming they're non-binary? Yeah? He nods. You can use any pronouns, though. For a while, Randy preferred they, them, so most people who know them default to that. Gotcha. Oh, speak of the devil. Chonker! Oh my god! Again! A win with all these chonky people. I love it. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When I see a chonky man, I'm just like, it goes feral. Something in me just like, my neurons activate. Just like, whoa! Chonk. Chonky person. Love chonky people. My goodness. I turn and spot a portly squirrel on the far side of the backyard. Oh, what voice am I going to use for them? They scan around for a short moment and home in on Pat quickly. They give a cutesy, dainty wave to the dog and march away. Hey, handsome. Fancy meeting you here. Hey, you. The squirrel goes in for a kiss. Pat gladly accepts. The kiss is rather intimate. Much more intimate than a quick peck, but not quite crossing into makeout territory. Admittedly, I feel awkward sitting here watching this unfold. I'm not sure whether I should admire or maybe look away out of courtesy. I feel like a third wheel. Hot damn. It's good to see you. Let's take it down a notch though. We're at my boss's house, remember? I'm aware. Chaz and I are cool, though. Not the first time I've been over for a pool party. They direct their full attention to me. And hello, who's this? Hi, I'm Eddie. Hi, Eddie. I'm Randy. Feel free to use any pronouns. It's nice to meet you. He, him for me, and likewise. Eddie just started at the Chronicles last week. Oh, like last week? Yeah. Wait, so is this like an employee function? Yeah, I mentioned it was at my boss's house. I thought that would be implied. Oh, you're not in the fold? The what? Nothing. What do you mean the fold? What's going on? I was thinking this was going to be more like the parties Chester puts on for the Chamber of Commerce. Never been to one. What are those like? They can get pretty wild. Really? Chester and Dave always makes it sound so boring. The chapter meeting and town halls can be a bit of a snooze fest, but you give those stiff business types some booze and a chance to let loose, and things can get a little crazy. Damn. Yeah, it's fun. Side note, your girl might have misunderstood the assignment. Huh? She lifts up her shirt and tugs on her shorts waistband to reveal a green string bikini underneath. The collie gives the squirrel a wolf whistle and an eyebrow wiggle. You'll be fine. I mean, Jester's probably gonna start parading around in a Speedo any minute. Ooh. Can't wait to see that. Meh. Excuse me? Meh? Your boss is like the hunkiest Delph in the city and all you have to say is meh? Pat shrugs. Back me up, Eddie. Chester's super fucking hot, right? Just cutting to the chase, aren't we? Well, he's handsome, yeah? I just don't think of him that way. Like, sure, I can acknowledge he's conventionally attractive, but I've known him and Dave for so long, they feel like family to me. Plus, older dudes don't really do it for me. He's not old. He's pushing 40. He's not old! Stop! Are you saying people in their 30s, close to 40s are old, Pat? What the fuck? 40's not old. It's kind of old. Is 30 kind of old? Um, choose wisely. No. Randy reaches up and pats the dog on the noggin. Good boy. Randy glances to me. Just experience my gay death. Ah. Pat tilts his head all the way back, gulping down the remains of his drink. Phew, gonna need another one of these. You guys want anything? Nah, I'm still working on mine. Thanks though. Is Corey experimenting today? Probably. Have him surprise me. He always has good taste. Cool, be right back. That's so crazy. 40's not old. 30's not old. Pat steps away, leaving me alone with the squirrel. They're giving me quite the look. Can't tell whether it's flirty or just overtly friendly. So, you new in town? Yeah, just moved in a couple of weeks ago. How are you liking it? How are you liking it so far? So far, so good. I think I'm going to like Douglas. Hit any fun spots yet? I have! On Friday, we went over to the Enchanter's Whimsy. After that, we hit the Velour Lounge. Oh, nice. My distillery is a supplier for the lounge. Oh, neat. What kind of liquor do you all make? Just bourbon. It's an old family recipe. Tried and true. So, it's a family business? My grandfather started it. My aunt took over when he passed. I started working for her a few years back. She passed all her knowledge to me before retiring a couple of years ago. Now it's all mine. I'm the sole owner and master distiller. That's great. Do you like it? It's hard work, but I enjoy it. It wasn't my first choice. Like, believe it or not, I'm a chemist. I work at a water treatment plant after getting my bachelor's. The pay was good, but it was boring as fuck. So a few years ago, I decided to take a chance and move to Douglas to see if I could make it as a distiller. I took a serious pay cut and the work was way more intense, but like it all paid off in the end. Now we're the only queer-owned distillery in the city. That's awesome. Douglas really seems like the land of opportunity for queer-owned businesses, huh? It is. A lot of it is thanks to Chester and Dave for organizing Douglas's LGBT Chamber of Commerce. Pat returns with 2 more red cups. He gives one to Randy. You take a sip. Oh, he did not. Bourbon sour? Yep. He said he used your special premium liquor or whatever. He's such a goober. I kind of want to drink this in the pool and mingle. Either of you want to join me? I'll hop in. I'm waiting for someone. I'll catch up with you guys later. The two stand to start disrobe. The two stand to start disrobing. Damn. Damn! Oh my. Is this TOS? Yeah, that's fine. Damn. We're gonna politely stare. We're politely staring, guys, okay? We're very demure. These gays, they're everywhere. I'm loving this so far. My goodness. How the hell is that being? That must be a tie. Damn. Randy reveals the green bikini bottom, showing off nearly every square inch of the fur in the process. Goodness, what a lovely coat. It's so vibrant and colorful. I've never seen anything like it. Oh. More, I'm sorry. I'm going feral. There's still no signs of Daryl. With each passing moment, I'm growing more agitated. I've been waiting here for over half an hour. At this point, I could have jumped in and started mingling instead of sitting here, toiling away. Pat's whole view on the situation grows increasingly more sensible with each agonizing minute. What's the point of sitting and brooding? Yeah, Daryl and I are going to have a hard conversation later. But why do I need to torture myself in the meantime? You know what? Screw this. I promptly rise to my feet and march over to the pool house. I found my locker and promptly get to work changing into my trunks and swimming shirt. I'm not about to waste another second of this party. Looks like everything still fits. I apply a cautionary additional layer of sunscreen to my vulnerable bits and grab my towel. I pack all my belongings back into the locker and head out. I scan the backyard to survey who's where. Chester and Dave are still slaving away at the grill. Mariah, April, Pat, and Randy are in the pool, playing what seems to be kind of a dodgeball game. Appreciate! 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 Okay, we're good. Oh my god. Vin, Haley, and Corey are in the shallow end, settled by the stairs and staying out of line of fire. Before I can decide who to mingle with, Vin summons me with a wave. I can't help but feel a bit nervous as I approach the lion. I wonder how much Daryl has told him. Hey, come sit. The show's about to start. His tone sounds amiable. I guess Daryl hasn't rightfully badmouthed me too much. I descend the stairs into the water. It's refreshingly cool. I take a seat on the bottom steps, submerging myself up to my chin. What show? Pat's been trying to come up with the rules for dodgeball game everyone can play. They just permitted a headshot. Oh, here. They just permitted headshots. Oh dear. The game commences. There's one ball in play, and there are seemingly no teams. Free-for-all dodgeball with headshots allowed sounds rather intense. Hey, so have you heard from Daryl at all? I was about to ask you the same. Maybe he's napping. Oh, that's Vin. I'm giving him the wrong accent. He better not. He better not be. If he messes up his sleep schedule, I won't be the one to drag his ass out of bed. He a night owl? Yep. Always have been. He works fine when he's on second or third shift, but I need him on first tomorrow. Well, if you end up canning him, just send him my way. I could use more late-night bartenders. Think you can handle it? With me as a mentor, he's slinging drinks and scaring twinks in no time. This sounds up his alley. Ow! I quickly turn to see Pat rubbing his cheek. Yes! That's headshot number 1. Looks like the squirrel guy's getting the hang of it. Sorry, is guy not the right word? Randy uses any pronouns. I don't think guy would be offensive. Any pronouns? Yeah, like it doesn't matter if you use he, she, or they. I don't get it. Alright, let me school you heteros. Hey! What? Is it not accurate? It just sounds derogatory when you say it like that. You want me to get derogatory? The corgi lets out an evil cackle. As you were saying? So, Randy's non-binary. But in their case, they're okay with any pronouns you throw at them. I thought non-binary people only like they, them. Some do. That's what Randy used to prefer. They wanted to remove themselves from the gender spectrum entirely and go by gender-neutral pronouns only. Nowadays, they're more fluid. They go back and forth between feeling and presenting masculine and feminine, so any pronouns apply. So, how do you know when to say the right pronouns? Well, that's the fun part, in Randy's case. There is no right or wrong answer. Just go whatever pops in your head. They don't mind one bit. Sounds complicated. At least we can't go wrong. That's all I need to know. I'm glad our genders aren't complicated. Ugh, heteros. This is the one hetero couple that I've seen in this entirety. The couple giggle as they snuggle up against each other. But I guess the whole situation explains the bold choice in swimwear. What's bold about it? He's basically wearing what I'm wearing. Oh yeah? Then maybe you should take a page out of his book and take your top off. Vincent! She playfully breaks the embrace and pushes her fiancé to the other side of the tub. I am so sorry for the rowdy behavior of my ex-fiancé. He's clearly had too much to drink. Aw, the wedding's off? We just promised your niece she can be the flower girl. Oh, fine, but you're on thin ice, Adler. I'll behave. Corey leans to look past Vin and Haley, fixing his gaze on something on the distance. Oh hey, look what the cat dragged in. Himself. I quickly turn to see. It's him. He's finally here. Without delay, I stand and ascend the stairs, briskly walking over to him without excusing myself. He spots my approach. He's smiling. He's smiling? Hey, dude! He spreads his arms wide upon greeting me. He wants a hug? He wants a hug! I rapidly close the gap between us, falling into his arms and squeeze him tight. This can't be happening. How was he? Oof, too tight, bro, too tight. Oh. I release him from my grasp and step back. Sorry, He chuckles. It's okay. Do you want to have our talk now? If that's okay with you. Definitely. I'm kind of starving though. Oh, have some hors d'oeuvres on the picnic table. We can talk there. He nods. I take a seat as Daryl greets all the other party guests. I don't need to wait long for him to join me. It's my boyfriend! It's my boyfriend! Oh my god! A galaxy worth of stars form in his eyes as he gazes upon the vast selection of treats on the table. He grabs a plate and fixes it with one of everything he could find. He chooses a spot from where I'm sitting to park himself. He leans forward and examines the space on the bench next to me. That the clothes pile? Next to me is the spot where Pat and Randy discarded their shirts and shorts. Looks like it. Yeah! Titty! Yeah! Oh my god, my heart soars as I gaze upon the meaty chest and plump belly. God, he's so hot. He presents the shirt and necklace to me. Can you put these over there for me? I silently nod and do as he asks. I can't stop gawking. He's like an endless eye candy buffet, and judging by how things are going, it's an all I can eat. He wastes no time devouring what's on his plate. He continues to speak in between bites. What are Chester and Dave grilling? Barbecue chicken? Should be done soon. Hell yeah! I'm so ready. I think it's just thighs and legs, though no wings. I'll live. He made a quick word of the appetizers. They practically evaporated off the plate. I can't help but admire how much the lion loves to eat. That sexy body needs a lot of fuel, huh? Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. I'm sorry. Bowser, you made one of my favorite characters, and I love him so much. Oh my god! Ah! I'm screaming outside. Oh my god. Phew. Needed that. He moves his waist to the side. He sets his paw on the table. So, I've been thinking a lot since last night. I definitely overreacted. I shouldn't have gotten angry like that. Chester's advice echoes in my head. It's okay. You had every right to. I screwed up big time. You didn't do anything wrong, though. I think it was just a misunderstanding, yeah? Yeah, it was. Wait, I didn't explain myself. How does he... I think we were just on two different pages. We didn't really communicate what we were looking for, did we? Wait, what do you mean? Well, I'm just looking for something a little more long-term and committal. You know? Yes! Please take me! Listen, maybe you and I could try the hookup thing someday. I'm not completely opposed to it. I just don't think I'm a good place to be trying that kind of stuff right now, you know? Daryl, wait. I also want to do something long term. We were on the same page. Then why were you on Cruiser? Look, while you were talking to your fan, I looked around the room and saw someone I thought looked familiar. I wanted to see if by chance they were on the app. That's all. I didn't want to hook up with anyone else. Anybody else? Daryl, no, that came out wrong. Listen, I wasn't looking to hook up. I just wanted to see if the person I saw was on the app. Okay, but why did you open Grozer? Fuck. It's a massive glaring plot hole in my story. There's a million other ways I could have tried to contact this fictional person. How could I not consider it? I didn't have a rebuttal prepared. Well, there's a proximity function and Eddie. He intently gazes into my eyes with somber expression. I'm trying to let you down easy, dude. No, 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 you're fumbling! Eddie, you're fumbling! No! I'm gonna be so mad! Those words pierced through to me like a spear aimed directly at my heart. Listen, let's just be no! 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 Listen, let's just be friends, okay? Maybe maybe sometime down the road we can tack with benefits onto that. No! No! Bowser! What have you done? No! Either way, I want to try and keep things casual. He speaks softly, but with an austere conviction. He made up his mind. No! No! Why? And there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. He stands from his seat. Listen, let's have... No! Oh my god! Listen, let's just have fun today, yeah? I sheepishly nod. Come jump in when you're ready. I'm gonna put my clothes back on and just go home. How did that go so wrong? One moment I think I have him back. He hugs me. You need to tell him you were looking at the app because you thought Chester was cheating on his husband. Just say it! Please! I'm so sick right now. Oh my god. He hugs me. He apologizes. He acknowledged there was a misunderstanding. Then, like sand, it just falls through my fingers, spilling all on the ground. To have my hopes elevated just for them to be slashed down. It's cruel. You're cruel, Puma Bowser. You're so cruel for this. Ah! Down who ruined my chat? Time is moving at an agonizingly slow pace. Merely existing from moment to moment feels like swimming through molasses. I'm going to give you the biggest hug because you're a really good creator and I want to meet some of my visual novel creators in person someday. Part of me just wants to go home, and another is resentful of the fact that I can't enjoy myself while I'm here. Maybe I could drown these sad thoughts in a sea of tasty mixed drinks. There's more than enough to go. No! Don't do that! I've done that before. It's... Oh my god. Logically, I know it's a very bad idea. Regardless, there's an irrational side of me that craves the instant relief. It's Bowser Puma. The only sober comfort I can find right now are the words Chester spoke earlier. How I feel is valid. The disappointment, the dismay, and the regret are all valid. This is how Daryl felt yesterday, and his feelings were valid. Now it's my turn. I'm doing my best to keep myself as small as possible. Speak only spoken to. Offer court, but polite responses. Just listen and smile. Mariah certainly noticed something was awry during dinner. I can tell a conversation with her is coming my way. I love her. I love her so much. I just don't want to talk about this right now. Right after dinner, I slinked away from my group to get at least a teeny bit of solitude. The pool's empty right now. Thought I seized the moment by spending some time alone on one of the lounge chairs. The solace isn't exactly helping my mood, but at least, the very least, it's comfortable. Eddie! Well, that didn't last long. Hey, how you doing over here? Managing? Oh, what happened? You can put two and two together, can't you? Her remorseful visage fills me with instant regret. Sorry, that was mean. It's okay. I sit up from the edge of the chair, prompting her to sit next to me. She obliges and settling right up next to me, leaving no space in between us. We don't have to talk about it right now. Just tell him why you were on Crozer! Why do all the fucking main characters do this to their partners? Clear communication! Oh my god! Everyone sucks at communicating! What the hell? Ah! God! Thanks. And listen, I'm not trying to weasel my way out of a hard conversation. And me! Oh my god. Well, in my VN, the MC won't make this mistake of Carlos. No, but that's the good part! It makes me connect to the character. Oh my, cause like, what's it called? Cause I know I'm not good at communicating sometimes, but I see it well in other people enough to point it out. Cause that's me. Cause that happens to me sometimes. Most of the time. We need to communicate everything at this point. I just need some time to process. She places a paw on my back. I get it. Wanna just take your mind off of it? I silently nod. Oh, wanna jump in the hot tub? Should be done warming up. Honestly, that sounds pretty good right now. She rises and offers her paw to help me stand. I oblige. The tub's empty. The steamy, bubbly water looks splendidly inviting. We both climb in. The water jarringly hot at first, but I quickly acclimated. I leaned against the jets and let the stiff streams of water massage my back. I feel my entire body untense as I'm ensnared by the warm water's cozy embrace. Oh yeah, this is the life. How the hell do I get one of these in our apartment? Better? Oh yeah, this was a great idea. It wasn't long before we had visitors. Hey, mind if we join? Of course, the water's perfect. The lion climbs in one by one. They sit side by side on the opposite side of the tub and from Mariah and me. They get comfy in no time. Vin drapes his arm around his fiancée as he settles. So, Mariah, I haven't had a chance to ask you yet, but how did you and April meet? Mariah giggles. Wish I had a more riveting tale for you. But we matched on a dating app last year. She asked me about my art. It started the conversation, and well, I guess that conversation hasn't ended since. Aw, how sweet. How about you two? So, not to flex, but it's pretty fucking riveting. Vincent! The lioness nudges her fiancé as she scolds him. Well, go on. So, back when I still worked for Chester, A new band, the Capital named Snobbit, booked a gig at the Chronicles. I looked them up on social media and wrote them off as being another artsy-fartsy math rock kind of band. I saw that they had a girl guitarist and thought it was a gimmick. Don't worry, he's much less chuddy nowadays. Well, my mind definitely changed the second I saw you on stage. I was floored when I saw this hot lioness shredding circles around me. I felt a little emasculated, but I was mostly turned on. I just thought to myself, damn, I gotta figure out how to make her mine. Sounds familiar. So I went to go introduce myself after the show. But, his first words to me were, and I quote, "Damn, you play good for a girl." She deepens her voice, impersonates her. Can I do a deep? Damn, you play good for a girl. Not my proudest moment. And then you proceeded to run away. Yeah. But if I'm anything, I'm persistent. Wasn't gonna let her slip through my fingers just yet. So I might take us to her next show. I went and apologized. But that ended up kicking off a conversation. So we hung out after the show, had a good time, and I asked her out. But there was one problem. Yeah, I was kind of in a polyamorous art commune cult type thing. Moriah's eyes go wide. A what? Long story short, the second I turned 18, I moved out and basically homeless, couch surfing for years. I was pretty active in the music scene around the Capital and network to get by. I was talking to a promoter guy for a while and he was really into me. He told me about a vineyard he owned and the artist commune on the property. It started off kind of normal, but then it got really weird. Weird sex, weird people, weird vibes. But they were providing me with food, water, and shelter. I didn't have any choice but to play along. So needless to say, she turned me down. But that didn't stop me. So Snobbit began to blow up a bit. We started playing some shows in the Midwest. Oh, wrong voice. So Snobbit began to blow up a bit. We started playing some shows in the Midwest. And guess who drove 8 hours to come watch me play? Vin extends both thumbs and points to himself. No one in the commune could even be bothered to come see our local shows. But in walks this handsome lion with a sexy short mane. She ruffles his hair. Who drove hours to come see me play. I was definitely starting to swoon a bit. I took another shot and asked her out for some drinks. Figured, why the fuck not? And took him up on his offer. So we hit up at some bars, hung out for a bit. Then I asked if she wanted to come back to my hotel room and we banged. Moriah and I locked eyes with each other quickly, coming to the non-verbal understanding that we're both taken aback by the bluntness. Hetero couples tend to keep details like that to themselves, but I guess it's different for lions? And everything just felt right, you know? The next morning, I just kept thinking to myself, wow, I want to wake up next to him every day. Aww. So what happened to the commune? They were pissed by their crazy rules. I technically cheated on all 15 of them. Yikes. Yeah, but I was done with that mess. I packed up my shit and left. Luckily, Corey and I had extra space in our apartment. In the meantime, things were moving really fast, but we managed. After a few years, we moved in with the Adlers, had our baby, and yeah, now we're here. Wow, quite the roller coaster. Yeah, my 20s were kind of insane. Glad things are settling down, though. Amen. On that note, I'm feeling a little thirsty after taking a trip down memory lane. Anyone want to get a drink with me? Oh, yes. Mo? I use a scolding tone. I'm aware it's a school night, Mom. Just gonna get some lemonade. Good. The ladies take their leave. I'm now alone with Vin. Hey, so couldn't help but notice you've been kind of quiet. I guess. I'm taking it your talk with Daryl didn't go well? I slowly shake my head. Oh, sorry to hear that. If it means anything, I'm still rooting for you. What's there to root for? He made up his mind. Listen, he can be a bit of a stubborn ass, but he'll hear you out if you're open and honest with him. Maybe. I just don't want to act like I'm desperate. Well, in my opinion, there's a difference between desperate and persistent. A little persistence can go a long way. He glances over to his fiancée, who's now chatting with Corey at the bar. Maybe. Well, if I were you, I wouldn't spend too much time waffling over it. Because if you don't take your chance, someone else might. He tilts his head to my right, prompting me to direct my gaze in that direction. I spot Daryl and Randy sitting at full edge. It looks like they're having a fun conversation. No! I definitely can tell the squirrel's getting flirty with him. Jealousy ignites within me with the heat and intensity of 1,000 suns. Get away from my lion, you floozy. I turn back to Vin. He gives me a smirk. He can definitely see the fire in my eyes. If you'll excuse me. Go get him. I rise and climb over the tub wall. I don't bother drying off. I approach the two. Randy notices and gives me a friendly wave. Hey, how's the tub? Good. It takes a moment to find the exact words. I didn't come over here with a game plan. Daryl, can I talk to you for a moment? Yeah, dude, what's up? Can we talk in private? He sighs and gazes downwards, as if to say, here we go again. In the pool house? Sure. He rises to his feet and regretfully looks down at Randy. Sorry, I'll be back. No worries. Oh my god. He and I quickly circled around the pool and entered the pool house. He takes a seat on the bench. So, what's this about? His tone sounds impatient, seemingly already done with the conversation. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. No, I have to give this one more shot, open and honest this time. I want to be 100% transparent with you. Okay. Here's exactly why I was on Crozer last night. I told him everything. Every minute detail was accounted for with no omissions. I recalled the first time I discovered the profile, getting blocked, making a fake account, taking a profile picture with Pat, and finally my latest discovery. I pulled my phone from the locker to present the final piece of evidence. This is a screenshot I took right before you left the lounge. Timestamp proves it. I present the screen to him. He gazes at it with shock in his eyes. Fuck! That kind of does look like him, doesn't it? Right? So I boot up the app now. We can prove it once and for all whether or not... Whoa. Who's we, Eddie? I don't want any part of this. Okay, but I can find out whether or not he's cheating. All I have to do is see if his profile's nearby, and then that'll... Dude, just listen to yourself for 1 second. Why do you have to prove whether or not your boss is cheating? It's about Dave. Doesn't he deserve to know? I guess, but none of this is our business. Like what I said in the beginning! Oh my god. No, Groot! Oh no, my Groot. My statue fell. Okay, he's safe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh! I said this in the beginning! Not my monkey, not my circus. Why were we so interested whether or not our boss is fucking cheating? Like, come on. We really didn't need to know. We have a job here. We don't need to fuck that up by finding out why he was cheating. Like, why was that any of our business to begin with? I get it was passing time and like it was a fun bit for a while, but like we went in too deep and it got us in trouble. Like, come on. Like, I'd rather not know. That's not my life. If it's not bothering me, if it's not affecting my work ethic right now, I don't need to know. Like, oh my fucking god. They better not. Are they actually? Am I too loud? Oh my god. Now I'm looking. No messages. Oh my fucking god. I was right. I feel vindicated. My crushing game is telling me it's none of our business. Thank you. Oh, my throat hurts. Oh my god, I'm screeching too much. pushes Eddie out of the way. Let me date Daryl! God! My goodness. Like, I did not need to know. Like, the entire time, that plot thread, I know it's like, it's for Chester's route, if you went down Chester's route. And I know Blue is screaming on the sidelines because they went down that line already. But like, God, I knew it! Oh my God! I don't need to know if my boss is cheating on his husband. That's not my drama. That's not my story. Oh my God. I feel so... Oh, I was right. Ooh. Vindication! Fuck yeah! Oh my fucking God. Oh! Oh my God! Ooh! Ooh, okay. I need a drink. Yeah, Carlos, I get. Like, you really need to be in, but can you quiet down? No, they don't say that. You could hear me scream, but if their doors are closed, it's not that loud, I think, I hope. I know they heard me scream at one point during Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my God, my throat is getting work tonight. Oh my God. I mean, no, wait, hold up. Pause. That's not what I mean. Oh my God. Clip, no! Stop it. I guess, but that's none of our business. But if we're not gonna tell him, then who? No one! Let them figure it out! Eddie, this is not your relationship! You're not in their polycule. You're not doing what they're doing. That's none of your business, Eddie! Maybe this is something they should be sorting out themselves. You don't need to get nosy like this. Okay, but like, oh my God. The reality of the situation hits you like a freight train. Fuck you, Eddie. God damn it, Eddie! Daryl's right! None of this was my business. None of it was ever my business. I take a seat next to him, I bury my face in my paw, and I wallow in shame and disgust. As you should! To my surprise, he places a paw on my back. I'm sorry. I really let this spiral out of control, didn't I? Hey, it's okay. Like you said, we're just looking out for Dave. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of curious too. Chester's a weird guy. Vin told me about some strange things that happen at the Chronicles. Odd people coming in and out of the store, strange phone calls, shit. Is there a cult subplot? Is Chester in a cult? What is this? Okay, now I do need to go down Chester's route. What is this? I get it. Like, something's going on. But I don't think snooping is a good idea. What about Dave, though? Well, he and Chester are grown-ass men! If something happens in their relationship, it's best to let them deal with it. Ah! In the meantime, what he doesn't know won't hurt him, I guess. You're right. I'll let it go. I think you're doing the right thing. His words put me at ease. Letting go of the whole situation has brought me quite a bit of levity. Plus, you got bigger things to worry about anyhow. Like what? Like where we're going on our first... Yes! Yes! Fuck yeah! Woo! Yeah! Okay, like where we're going on our first date. My heart leaps out of my chest. I look at it incredulously. For real? Woo? Yeah, for real. Without delay, I hastily wrap my arms around him in response. He pulls me in close and he rests his head on top of mine. We squeeze each other for a moment before he unconstricts, prompting me to do the same. After all that, you really want to try? He nods. You were honest with me, dude. Even though it made you look like a total ass. I couldn't help but blush and wince from the embarrassment. Bit of a bold move, but I respect it. And listen, I definitely jumped to conclusions last night. I've just been burned one too many times. Oh shit, you have a conversation with Pat later. Oh god. I'm just trying to protect myself, you know? I get it. And you know what? I pick up my phone and operate it in plain view for him to see. I navigate to the home screen and a long press on the Caroser app to bring up the options menu. I click on delete app. When given the proper confirmation on deletion, I press yes with zero hesitation or delay. I look to the lion. He's smiling as wide as ever. There, don't need that anymore. I only got eyes for you right now. Promise. He squeezes me. Woo! Another moment of wonderful silent serenity passes before we let go. So, listen. Just trying to be upfront, but I don't think I want us to be official just yet. I totally understand. We'll go at whatever pace is best for us. I like that. Also, we've been in here for like 15 minutes. Everyone out there is going to wonder. Out there is going to think we're hooking up or something. I mean, if they're already thinking that, he playfully pushes me away. Perv. I'm sorry, but weren't you the one who wanted me to help you recalibrate your glutes yesterday? Playing your cards right and maybe you will. He stands and offers me a paw. Ready to go back out there? I nod and take his paw, using the leverage to help me rise. With my paw in his, we both exit the pool house. Yeah! Yeah! Relationship! Communication! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Okay, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I need to rest my fucking throat. I've been screaming for the past like hour. Oh my god. All right, give me like a fuck. I need water. Oh my god, we're gonna take like a 5-minute break. We're gonna take another 5-minute break. Oh my god, everyone stand up, stretch, get some water, get some food. Oh, we'll be right back in 5 minutes. Wait, hold up. No, did I save? Double check. Click. Now main menu. We'll be right back in 5 minutes. All right, everyone? Oh my god. Vindication! Yeah! Woo! All right, we're back. Oh my god, my throat. All right, let's get back to it, guys. To my relief, we weren't met with a chorus of jeers and teases from onlookers, assuming we were up to no good. All the partygoers are captivated by another game of dodgeball unfolding in the pool. Oh my god. My super frothy. Mariah, April, Pat, and Randy are seemingly locked in a dead heat. They were playing fast and loose before, but now it seems like their movements are more deliberate and calculated. Things are heating up, huh? Looks like it. Wanna jump in for the next game? Normally, backyard party games like this don't end up well for me, but if it means I'll get to spend more time with Daryl, sure. Sweet. Wanna grab a drink in the meantime? I'm down. He leads the way, tugging my paw to direct me forward as we mosey over to Corey. I haven't gotten a good look at Corey's setup until now. It's a nice little wet bar situated on casters, making it perfect for a backyard party. Damn! Cheater! Chester's also hanging out with the red plastic cup in his paw. Let's all appreciate these hot men right here. That's real quick. Just attractive men. My goodness. Of varying sizes. Prestige. Pat was right. The wolf really is parading around in a Speedo. Zoom, enhance, no! Hey, you boys feeling thirsty? Yeah, what you got? Anything you want. We're stocked up over here. Have to be work in the morning. Got anything light? Got some beer bottles in the cooler. Wanna peruse? Ooh, yeah! That's perfect, actually. Daryl and Corey move over to the cooler to review the selection, leaving me and Chester alone. Hey, bud. So, how are things with Daryl? Good, really good, actually. He makes no attempt to mask the tension leaving his body upon hearing the good news. Oh, thank God. He chuckles. Sorry, just really happy to hear Daryl is happy. I raised an eyebrow. And you too? I'm happy you're both happy. At this point, I start to notice his speech is slurring quite a bit. How many drinks has he had? Daryl returns with Corey and 2 open bottles of beer in paw. He passes one to me. I look at the label. Evil Empire Brewing Company. Hefeweizen? What's this? Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen. That! It's a wheat beer. Light and sweet. But got way more flavor than a Bud Light. I'll try it. Daryl holds up his bottle, prompting me to clink it against mine. I oblige. We both take a sip. It's beer. Not bad, though. Corey's description was quite accurate. Another one of these, garçon. He rhythmically taps his nails against the plastic cups, one digit at a time, creating a rapid-fire clacking noise. Don't make me cut you off on your own party. I made him Southern. Fuck. Shit. I made him Southern. I can't do an accent with the New York. Like, my New York accent is just it's just my voice. Don't make me cut you off your own party. Is this the boss? Yes, the guy on the left is the boss. Corey reaches for Chester's cup and sets it on top of the bar. He fills it with ice and pours in a serving of bourbon plus some premix mixer from an unmarked bottle. After a quick stir with the bar spoon, he presents the back drink to Chester. Thank you, garçon. His tone is quite playful and teasing. I'm 33, Chaz. I ain't no garçon. But then why are you so garçon-sized? I'll give you a garçon-sized foot up the ass if you don't watch your tone. Chester lets out a hearty guffaw in response to the comeback. All right, Mr. Bartender, I'll behave. Just for you, though. He looks at Daryl. I'm gonna go bug your brother. The devious grin plastered on his face, he moseys over to the hot tub where Haley and Vin are still soaking. Chester's a bit of a menace when he's tipsy, huh? He doesn't let loose often. Gotta watch out when he does, though. He shifts his gaze to the lion. By the way, sorry for being short with you on Friday. Psh. Daryl lazily waves his paw as if to dismiss the concern. All good. You were doing your job. It was just a little embarrassing getting my card declined. It happens all the time, big guy. Nothing to be ashamed of. Now, if you two excuse me, I'm gonna make sure a drunk wolf doesn't start a fist fight in the hot tub. Wanna go find a seat? I nod. We circle back around the pool to find the picnic table entirely vacant. We help ourselves to some seats that gives us a good view of the game unfolding. He scooches close to me, leaving no gap between us. We silently sit and sip our beers as we watch our friends, old and new, eat, drink, and be merry. Why are wolves always problematic? Let's unpack that. As we spectate, I feel his tail flick against me, occasionally tapping my rear end. I return the frisky gesture, swinging mine back and forth, occasionally swishing against his backside. In retaliation, he picks up the pace and whips and flicks. Two can play at that game. I swish mine rapidly with reckless abandon. We laugh as the game of tailsies become more and more intense. I feel myself working up a sweat. He lets out one final chuckle as he leans to his right, resting his noggin on my shoulder, signaling the finale of our battle. His tail wraps around mine as they both come to rest. I gently wag back and forth, carrying his tail with mine. I reach around his powerful back, tenderly grasping his waist. He responds by rubbing his cheek into my shoulder and gently purring. His purrs are so delicate and precious. Each vibration permeates my body, delivering his very essence straight to my heart. We stay coupled together in silent serenity for a few moments, taking some occasional swigs from our bottle. As he continues to rest on my shoulder, I can sense some discomfort brewing in him. It's not long before he speaks up. Hey, so, you know what would make this moment better? I give him a quizzical look. If, you didn't have this on. He pinches the fabric of my swim shirt. Oh. I hesitate to respond. His request brings up a lot of complex feelings. He quickly notices. Oh, sorry, too forward? No, you're fine. It's just complicated. How so? Well, for starters, I don't really like wearing this thing. It never fully dries and it's a bit clingy. Doesn't feel great on my fur either. He vigorously swipes his cheek up and down my shoulder as if surveying the fabric quality. Yep, this thing sucks. He and I chuckle at that bit. So why keep it on? I just don't want anyone to see. You don't like your body? I sheepishly shake my head. So, does that mean you don't like my body either? What? No, I do. I'm crazy about your body. It's kind of hard to look away from you sometimes. I mean, we look kind of similar though, don't you think? Daryl, you're insanely strong. Just look at these muscles. I squeeze his arm to bolster my point. You have something worth showing off. Okay, but that doesn't mean you can't show off. It's not something you have to earn. That's how it feels though. Everyone tells me my body isn't good enough. My parents, doctors, movie TVs, these stupid weight loss ads. I always feel like I have to change my body or I'll offend people if they see it. Well, have you had a good look around? Dave has his shirt off. Do you think he's offending anyone? Well, no. Then there's me and my brother, Corey, Haley. I guess, but... Oh, and Randy's practically naked in that little thing. I get it. He cackles. Listen, I'm just trying to point out that you could wear as much or as little as you want. That's all. It's okay. It doesn't feel okay. You're right. It's all in my head, but now I'm just feeling worse. It's like I'm upset about being upset right now. He leans into me, giving my back comforting rubs. I know how that goes. Do you though? You actually like your body. Didn't always. Really? He nods. So, I don't know if you've noticed, but we lions don't know the meaning of shame. Could have fooled me. Yeah, well, took me a while to get that memo. Growing up, mom and dad did their best to raise me and Vin right. Pride's a virtue, not a sin. Always believe in yourself. That kind of thing. But when you try and pit those values against a bunch of shitty school kids who want to pick on a fat kitten, it doesn't stand a chance. My heart sinks with the all too familiar feeling. Oh, Daryl. I pull him close. Yeah, not fun. It made me feel like shit, and I feel like shit about it. Feeling like shit. I thought I was betraying my whole species because I wasn't proud enough. So, what changed? I just accepted that I was big. He gazes down at his figure. And I was always going to be big. I hit rock bottom when I was 18. It sucked. But you gain a new perspective when you're down there, you know? When I first made the realization, it was terrible. It felt like I was going to spend the rest of my life being a good-for-nothing fat loser. But I sat with it for a while, thought it over, and then I realized something. My options were mope about it for the rest of my life or embrace it. Eventually, I just got tired of the moping. On a whim, I tagged along with my dad and Vin to the gym one day, and it was really fun. I got into powerlifting and I was seeing crazy progress. But you gotta eat a lot when you start lifting like that, so my body kept getting bigger. But the bigger it got, the more I started to actually like it. I was in control for once. I was getting big, but also powerful. Every day I felt a little less ashamed and a little more proud. And yeah, 6 years later, here I am, big, buff, and confident. That's amazing, actually. He chuckles. Think so? I do. I just never considered that embracing my size was an actual option. It was always an option. And for the record, I love embracing your size. He clutches my love handles and places a paw on my belly. You really like it? That much? He nods as he keeps his head resting atop my shoulder, essentially nuzzling me in the process. I've never been with another big guy before. I've only messed around with twinks since I came out. They're hot as fuck, don't get me wrong. But getting to be with a big guy like you, someone my size, it's driving me up the fucking wall, actually. I couldn't help but blush. Wow, aw, can't cut your tongue again, big guy? Now I'm flustered to the point of complete speechlessness. The way he keeps calling me big guy is flooding my senses with overwhelming euphoria. I feel like those words carrying nothing but love and adoration for my figure, for me and my figure. If there's anything I've learned about this lion is that his emotions are quite contagious. Color me surprised that his admiration for our big, fat bodies has started to infect me too. I think it's time for a change. Hey, can you scooch over for a second? He lifts his head and releases his grasp on me. He scooches slightly away to give me space. Without hesitation or a second thought, I peel the swim shirt off and I toss the oppressive garment aside, letting it fall to the ground. For the first time today, the fur on my back, belly, and chest can finally breathe without being restricted by the damp fabric. It feels nice. It feels very nice. I can immediately feel the cat's eyes on me as he traces the curvature of my bare torso with lusting eyes. He lets out a sensual growl, signaling his approval. There he is. He scooches right into me and resumes his previous position, one paw on my love handle and another atop my belly. Been dying to see this big sexy fox all day. I lean into him and squeeze him tight, hoping to non-verbally return even just a fraction of the wonderful grace he's given me. Our serenity is disturbed by a whistle coming from the pool. Hey, Eddie, looking good. Ah! While Pat was distracted, April spikes a gnarly headshot on the collie. That's 3. You're out. Urgh. Damn it. Daryl and I cackle to each other. That'll teach him. Teach him what? That you're mine. Ah! Comfy needs fan art of me, Daryl, and Eddie. I need it so much. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice Pat climbing out of the pool. He pulls himself up and over the edge in one fluid motion. He heads right towards us. Aw, aren't you two super cute getting all tail-tied? Oh my god, there's an ad. I'm so sorry. We're taking a 5-minute break. We'll be right back, guys. Ah! Guess you made up, huh? Okay, I feel better now. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh my god. There we go. I feel better now. Guess you guys made up, huh? Daryl sits up straight and releases me to give the collie his full attention. Yeah, just needed a little communication is all. That's sweet. Collie looks at me. I can sense a bittersweet relief in his eyes. I'm glad you guys figured things out. So, can you and I talk private later? Yeah, sure. What about? Just band stuff. Sure. I'm heading out at around sundown. Gotta work early, very early tomorrow. Got it. Anyways, you guys in for a next game? Definitely. Cool. I'm gonna go help myself to drink in the meantime. He slinks away, heading straight for the bar. Daryl rests his head on me once again, seemingly unperturbed by Pat's request. I clutch him tight. It's only a matter of time before his whole world is going to be turned upside down again. He's so joyous and bubbly right now, and that'll all be taken away from him. How cruel. We finished our beers just in time for the game to conclude. Randy and April were the last ones standing. A well-coordinated catch between April at the end secured her victory. Daryl was eager for the next game to start. We jump in right away. I glance up to Pat, who's hovering by the bar. Looks like he's helped himself to another beverage. He takes a final swig and winces as he pulls the red plastic cup away from his lips. He quickly discards it and jumps back into the pool. Let us appreciate the sizes and the bodies today here in this graceful church of chord progressions. Oh my god. Ooh, we're gonna have to go down Chester's route soon. There's only a few VNs that make me go back into a route by myself. This is one of them. Woo! Okay, we have... He takes a moment to count the number of bodies in the pool, seemingly struggling. 6! So we have 6 players. So, for the uninitiated, this is Scratch Dodgeball. It's a 1-ball free-for-all, all standard dodgeball rules apply. Except, headshots are allowed. Yeah, headshots are allowed. And if you get eliminated, you gotta get out of the pool. Yeah. What's wrong, Mora? What do you mean you can't believe? We love this. I love seeing more than one body type. It's always nice. I think I praised this like multiple times, like when I was doing a full run of it. I love this. Chris, why is your shirt off? What do you mean? It's always been. We're at a pool party. Are we? Are we in a pool party? And if you get eliminated, you gotta get out of the pool. You can get back in though, but only if like, he's struggling to find the words. If the person who got you out gets out, then, if the person who eliminates you gets eliminated themselves, you can jump back in the pool. But after 3 strikes. But after 3 strikes, you're out. Yeah, that! Let's get started! The game commences and the early stages elapse rather quickly. I was secretly hoping Daryl and I would form some kind of unspoken alliance to keep things fun for the both of us. I was sorely mistaken. He took free-for-all quite seriously, delivering my first elimination after surprising me with a shot to the arm. After returning to the pool, I earned my second elimination by a classic April headshot. I garnered my third after Randy caught my ball. To no one's surprise, I was the first out. I don't feel sour about it, though. Daryl's in the zone and having a great time. That's all that matters. As I climb out of the pool, I notice Vin and Chester have left the tub and were intently spectating the game. The lion summons me with a wave. Appreciating, appreciating, appreciating. Y'all appreciated it? We're appreciating together? Quality? Alright, we're good. 3 strikes, you're out, huh? Yeah, it's kind of tough holding my own out there. Did you have fun, though? I did. It's a fun game they came up with. We're thinking of jumping in next round. Chester tilts his head back as he empties the contents of his red cup. But after I get another one of these. Performs the same rhythmic tapping as before, and I just heard it. I don't think that's gonna help you. Oh, please. I can wipe the floor with you any day of the week, Adler. Sober or not. Oh, yeah? Go get another one then. See how it helps your paw-eye coordination. You'll see. He prances off to the other end of the pool, heading straight to the bar. He won't stand a chance. So, I see everything's going well with Daryl, huh? Really well, actually. A little persistence went a long way, didn't it? It really did. Thank you for pushing me. Anytime, dude. If Daryl's happy, everyone's happy. For sure. His mood's quite infectious, isn't it? You could say that, yeah. He gazes to the other end of the pool. I follow his line of sight to see Chester beckoning the lion to join him at the bar. He rolls his eyes, letting out a amused sigh. If you'll excuse me. After he marches off, I take a seat on the poolside lounge chair watching the game progress. That's 3! Damn! Randy misses the catch. The ball bounced off their fingertips and goes out of bounds. The squirrel climbs out of the pool and they spot me and stroll over to the vacant lounge chair next to me. Hey, mind if I join you in the loser's corner? Help yourself. They recline the seat all the way back, rendering it completely flat. They lie atop, belly down, resting their chin atop their crossed arms. So, I tried a new strategy of catching the ball no matter what. Clearly didn't work. At least you had a strategy. I was just trying to fight for my life out there. Daryl nailing you like that was nasty work. I chuckle. Yeah, I let my guard down in all fairness. I underestimated how seriously he takes his playtime. You two a thing? It's a work in progress. Gotcha. In that case, I'll file you two under not available to flirt with. They let a cutesy chuckle. Much appreciated. Ah. I glance over to the pool and observe the commotion. Looks like Daryl prepared Pat to meet his maker. Ooh, that's 3 for him. Pat clambers out the pool's edge and struggles to pull himself up and over to climb out. He stumbles our way. He helps himself to a seat on Randy's lounge chair, taking advantage of a small margin of space between the squirrel and the chair's edge. Unprovoked, he claps a paw full of squirrel's butt cheek, giving it a hearty jostle. Randy chuckles a bit. Careful. Chester's not very keen on us being touchy-feely, remember? We're at a pool party, guys. What do you mean? The collie groans. Ugh. He and his stupid rules can fuck the fuck off. Taken aback by his brashness of the statement, up until now, the collie's only shown nothing but respect for the wolf. How is this even a conflict of interest? You're a supplier for a place I don't even work at. I know. I don't get it either. He's just fucking paranoid what happened last year is gonna happen again. So, what exactly did happen? I've only heard of bits and pieces from Skizzy. It goes back a couple of years. Skizzy and I were co-workers with benefits. But everything was fine. Just didn't give a fuck about what happened outside of work hours. I mean, it still fucked on the clock, but it kept it on the down low. But then Skizzy started getting serious with Daryl, so we stopped. Everything was fine until that dipshit came in and started ruining everyone's lives. John? Yep. Asshole extraordinaire himself. He made me believe we had something special. But then the second Skizzy and Daryl breaks up, he starts fucking around with them too. I really thought he loved me, you know? His voice cracks, and I see tears starting to well up in his eyes. Randy notices as well and immediately uprights themselves. They sit next to Pat and wrap an arm around the collie. He weeps for a short moment before composing himself. Sorry, I'm too fucking drunk. Shh, it's okay. Wanna go inside for a bit? Pat silently nods as he continues to sniffle. I sit and quietly digest that information for a few minutes. Pat most certainly implied that he and John were seriously dating. John wasn't only manipulating Daryl, but Pat too. Good God, what a mess. It unravels yet another reason as to why Pat's confession will be such a devastating punch to the gut. What? I turn back over to the pool to see the commotion unfolding. Daryl and Moriah are the only ones standing. She has the ball in her paws. That's a catch! I win! She performs a little victory dance. Daryl pouts for a short moment, but then quickly flips his expression around. He approaches Moriah to congratulate her. Not the very graceful way to take an L, but I'm glad he's in good spirits. Who's in for our next game? April hollers at the partygoers. Randy exits the home by himself, seemingly ready for a rematch. Vin and Chester jump into the pool, eager for a new round of shenanigans. I like to stay where I'm at, with Vin, Daryl, and Chester in the mix. This should be the most entertaining game yet. To my delight, the match is unfolding with dramatic fashion. Chester and Vin have a vendetta against each other. The other four players are seeking to take advantage of it. Chester surprisingly sharp despite his inebriated state, making calculated throws the last second dodges. Daryl seems to be thriving in this competitive environment. He's locked in, making every move count. No one player has the advantage at the moment. It could be anyone's game. Corey, Dave, and Haley are quite invested as well. They're spectating everything from the comfort of the hot tub. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice Pat exiting out of the sliding glass door, making his return. He slinks down the stairs and makes a direct beeline for the lounge chair next to me. Hey, sorry about that. I just thought some drinks would help make things easier. It's okay. I'm better now, just needed to chill and eat something. It's a rough day. I know. No pressure, but would it be okay if I asked a couple of questions? Shoot. Was John trying to date you and Daryl at the same time? He slowly nods. Did he think that was gonna work? I don't know what the hell he was thinking. He was an addict, but above all else, he was just a fucking asshole. John was living day to day, no plans, no dreams, didn't care about anyone but himself. All he wanted was his fix. Money so he can get his next fix, and then get his stupid brains fucked out while high off his gourd. Daryl and I were just a means to an end. Skizzy filled the gap if neither of us were available. Jesus. Also, Jesus is canon in this furry universe, and I would say he's a minotaur? Or at least an ox. A bull? Bull. I'm still remembering that furry animation that's coming out soon. All he did was lie, lie, lie. He'd tell us anything we wanted to hear to get what he wanted. This wasn't my first rodeo with addict behavior, but I ignored every red flag. He told me he loved me. He told Daryl he loved him. But the charade didn't last long. It only took a couple of months for it to completely fall apart. April eventually caught on and told Chester everything. Chester didn't do shit though. All he did was call a team meeting and told us to knock it off and sort this shit out on our own time. Was Chester really that paws off about the whole thing? Yeah! Back when he wasn't such a control freak. Considering the dictatorial bosses I've had in the past, Chester's professional behavior doesn't come close to warranting that label. However, I bite my tongue. Now's not the time to argue. And sure enough, a week later, He throws his paws up in the air. Gone. ODs. And now we're left here to pick up the fucking pieces. God, neither of you deserved any of that. He buries his face in his paws. But for some reason, I still miss him. I feel stupid for it. You're not stupid, Pat. We sit in silence for a moment. All I can think about is how things are only going to get worse tonight. Pat, do you really need to tell Daryl tonight? I mean, are you really going to tell him while you're sloshed? Maybe we could just... Dude, no! I'm not chickening out! You said it yourself. He deserves to know. I made up my mind. I've been completely oblivious to how the game's been progressing. Looks like Randy's out. Shit. They claim a spot on the chair next to Pat, placing a paw on his back. Doing okay? Yeah. I think I'm done with dodgeball. Probably for the best. It's a little too competitive right now. So long as Daryl's having fun. He is. Daryl's really nice. A bit of a knucklehead, but I was kind of expecting him to be a huge asshole or something. Don't believe everything Skizzy tells you. I usually take a grain of salt with anything he says, but at this point, I should start taking the whole damn shaker. Not a bad idea. Anyway, I was gonna check out the tub. You guys wanna join me? That sounds nice, actually. You two have fun. I turned back to the pool to observe the game state. We're gonna take a moment to appreciate. Appreciate? Are you appreciating? Yes? Okay. A lot must have happened in the past few minutes. Only 2 players remain, Daryl and Chester. Both men are in the shallow end and allowing them to stand and maneuver on their feet. Chester's commanding the ball. He's situated in the center of the pool, granting him a massive advantage. Chester holds the ball high, periodically jerking his arm to falsely signal a throw. Daryl watches carefully, doing his best not to react to the fake-outs. Without warning, the wolf launches the ball, hurling it towards the lion. Daryl turns his body at the last second, narrowly avoiding the elimination. It skims across the water's surface and comes to rest against the wall behind him. Daryl immediately lunges backwards and claims control of the ball as Chester retreats to the deep end. Daryl carefully wades in Chester's direction, deciding what his next move should be. Chester's hanging on to the pool's edge, giving him the ability to quickly kick away from the wall shawl. The situation, I read that wrong. Chester's hanging on to the pool's edge, giving him the ability to quickly kick away from the wall shall the situation call for it. Daryl doesn't have any great options. Moving to the deep end means losing his ability to toss the ball while standing. However, being in the shallow end positions him far away from the wolf. Once he commits to a throw, Chester will have ample time to react. He ponders for a moment, but then a devious grin adorns his face. He casually lobs the ball with an underpaw toss, sending it up and away. The ball lands on the water's surface, floating between him and Chester. Wanna play chicken? I hear a chorus of oohs coming from the hot tub. Things are really heating up. I can swim faster than you, you know? Then go ahead and take it. The two lock eyes. There's a dead silence from the spectators. I rise to my feet, eagerly waiting action. Whoa. Without warning, Chester kicks hard off the wall, propelling himself forward. I keep my eye on the ball, and that's when I realize Daryl's plan. When Chester made his move, a wave propagated in front of him, pushing the ball closer to Daryl. After a short moment of calculated patience, Daryl makes a dash for the ball. They're both converging on the target rapidly. Chester's right. He is fast. But not fast enough. Daryl has possession. Chester scrambles to upright himself and prepare himself for Daryl's throw, but he's not quick enough. Daryl tosses the ball, striking the wolf's chest at point-blank range. After it bounces off his body, Chester makes a fervent attempt to grasp it. It's his only chance for victory, but it slips from his finger. Daryl wins. Woo! Go Daryl! I'm jumping up and down at that point. I can't contain my excitement. The other spectators join me in chorus of applause for the lion of the hour. Chester smiles and approaches him with extended paw. Daryl takes it into his. As they shake, the wolf pulls him into a quick hug. Let's go, let's go. Wanting to end the dodgeball tournament on a high note, regular party activities resumed. After a congratulatory hug, Daryl and I became inseparable. We chatted and mingled with the other guests as the sun sets. The cool, refreshing water of the pool and the warm, cozy water of the hot tub both felt incredible against my bare torso. My only regret is not ditching the shirt sooner. Daryl convinced Chester to fire up the sauna, which turned out to be quite the crowd pleaser. After baking in there for a bit, we decided to skedaddle after some of the older men tossed around the idea of the space becoming a nude sauna. We step outside and are greeted only with the soothing sounds of night fauna. At this point in the evening, everyone's either inside playing board games or relaxing in the sauna. So, want to take a dip? The water's gonna feel insanely cold. Yeah, but that's the fun part. Going from hot to cold gives a nice shock to the nervous system. I don't know. I think a shock is the last thing my nervous system needs. Boo. How about we just sit on the edge and chill? Sure. We approach the pool's edge and I gingerly lower myself to the ground, letting my feet dangle in the water. Daryl's less graceful about it, squatting down, falling to his butt, and then scooching himself right next to me. Yes! Fuck yeah! Alright, wait, appreciate. Because this is going to be my wallpaper for the next few months. I'm leaving this as a wallpaper. I'm keeping this as a wallpaper. Oh my god. Appreciation right now. Oh my god. So, got a random question for you. Okay. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? Wow, that's tough. I kind of cycled through different aspirations. Same, though. For a long time, I wanted to be a teacher. Oh yeah? What subject? Probably English. You a bookworm? Once upon a time, not so much anymore. I used to inhale novels and comic books like they were nothing. At some point, it stopped being fun, I guess. Reading became less about the experience and more about memorizing useless factoids to get a good grade. Ugh, yeah. Felt the same way about math, actually. What did you want to be? Rock star, monster truck driver, pro skater, stuff like that. You wanted to be a star, huh? Yeah, just wanted to be really good at something. Show the whole world make a gajillion dollars in the process. Honestly, when I was a kid, I wanted to become a writer. I wanted to draw. But that was shot down immediately by my parents and a bunch of stuff got ripped up. Now that I'm remembering it, they did rip up a bunch of my writings. Never gonna get those back again, but maybe I'll go back to writing again. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I wanted to be a writer or an artist when I was a kid. I wanted to go to an art school, maybe do some animation training. Maybe just like work in graphic design, like in that sense of cartoons. It's like my entire family drew. Just don't know why they didn't push it until like I was older. They pushed it because when I was older, because they said, hey, you can make a profit off of it. You can make money off of this. Do it now? I don't know what I would write. My head's still a little bit empty, to be quite honest, in terms of like trying to create things. Like I'm still in the process of like trying to figure out things for the like overlays or like maps right now. And yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm here now in a new place. I'll get back into it, maybe. Sounds like a dream. So, now you're all grown up. What did you actually end up doing? Went to community college, got an associate degree in business. I got mine in liberal arts. I literally had no idea what I wanted to do after high school. Thought business was a good generic field to get into. All it's gotten me is a bunch of stupid retail jobs. Been stuck ever since. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, tell that to my bank account. At least now I'm working with people I actually like. Makes the experience much more bearable. Bet. How about you? What did you end up doing? Took the safe route too, I guess. My dad's an engineer, so I thought I'd follow in his footsteps. Thought I had it all figured out. I got the good grades and was going to a great college with my high school sweetheart. It was all laid out for me. Get a degree, land a job, marry the girl, give my parents grandkids, live happily ever after. It obviously didn't pan out though. Broke up with the girl and flunked out of first year. Ouch. You weren't kidding about hitting rock bottom. Yeah. Sucked, but things worked out for the best, I think. Is it perfect? No. But I like where I'm at. My life suits me, you know? I have my band, my friends, my parents are supportive, stronger than I've ever been. And now, I have you. He places a paw on my knee. You just popped out of nowhere and made me really happy. Now I'm just wondering where you've been this whole time. Sorry. I was too busy living in Hicksville, USA. Should have left sooner. I chuckled. Well, if someone told me there was this big, handsome rock star lion waiting for me, I would have packed my bags years ago. I lean towards him. He leans towards me. His intoxicating, bourbon red eyes gaze directly into my essence, speechlessly requesting if now's the right moment. And in turn, I speechlessly give him my answer. Oh. A circuit completes the moment our lips touch, electrifying my very being. To my surprise, his lips are delightfully soft and tender. His kiss is so gentle and delicate, revealing the sweet serenity hiding beneath all that liony bravado. Our lips part for a moment. He pants heavily into my face, signaling his carnal desire for more. Lucky for us, the feeling is resolutely mutual. Our lips reconnect, this time with more vigor. We fall into a steady rhythm of kissing, withdrawing, and kissing again. With each repetition, he ups the ante, imparting more zeal and fervor. I keep pace, letting him take the lead and matching his tempo whenever it takes us. He grows bolder, leaning harder into me and introducing his tongue, now proudly displaying more of his characteristic machismo. Admittedly, he gets a little sloppy, sacrificing his finesse in the throes of passion. Lucky for him, I'm finding the virile sloppiness intoxicating. In my mission to preserve our harmony, I dish back every ounce of adder he gives me, savoring every splendid second. In the interest of not getting too carried away, I make the executive decision to pull back. He's surprisingly bashful. He leans back onto his paws, dodging eye contact with me. Whoa, wow. Fox got your tongue? Oh, yeah. You literally did for a minute. We share a chuckle. Sorry if I got a little too excited at the end. I'll be honest, that was kind of my favorite part. He snickers. Noted. He wraps his arms around me and clasps my upper bicep. It's now my turn to lean on his shoulder. What a perfect night, huh? It is, isn't it? We remain on the pool's ledge for some time, basking in the comfort and warmth of each other's presence while listening to the beautiful sounds of the forest. We weren't alone for long. The party guests were active again, buzzing around us, traversing to the pool, hot tub, bar, or sauna, whatever struck their fancy. The sky darkens, allowing the backlights to provide the perfect romantic ambiance. Daryl and I slink into the pool for one last dip. We could keep our paws or lips to ourselves. We couldn't keep our paws or lips to ourselves the entire time. If I wasn't hanging on to him, he would hang on to me. If I wasn't kissing his lips, I would be pecking his neck, cheek, forehead. And if I wasn't peppering his face with kisses, he would pepper mine. I can't help but contemplate all the choices I've made that led me here and how satisfied I am with the outcome. Somehow, I convinced this big, beautiful rock star that I was worth the time of day. I'm not sure how I pulled that one off, but here we are. However, as much as I try to ignore it, the voice of reason nags at me at the back of my mind. Daryl's world is about to come crashing down soon. I haven't seen any signs of Pat in a while. I'm holding out hope he chickened out and hightailed it home. Vin and Haley depart shortly before sunset. As they left, Daryl commented he wasn't too far behind them. With the guys wanting to do the responsible thing, I pushed Daryl to leave as soon as he could. Truthfully, I figured the sooner he leaves, the less opportunity Pat will have to make his confession. Unfortunately for me, Daryl is most certainly on the opposite page, trying to stretch out our time together as much as possible. Come on, just a few minutes. Daryl, getting sweaty in the sauna won't help dry out your fur. Listen, we just gotta cook in there long enough for the pool water to evaporate. Then we'll head out before we start to sweat. 5 minutes tops. 5 minutes. Then you need to head home and get to bed. If you say so, Mom. We step inside the vacant sauna and help ourselves to a couple seats next to each other, leaving a gap for evaporation's sake. Chester had adjusted the heat to a very mild setting, making the air cozy but not overly hot. To my chagrin, Daryl was right. The heat is doing some work evaporating the water from our fur. That said, I don't think it'll be long before we're resaturated with our own sweat. So, Chester mentioned earlier they were making this a nude sauna, right? Yeah? Want to give it a try? My heart rate spikes in response to that proposal. Oh, you mean like... He hooks a thumb into the waistband of his trunks. He tugs on it, exposing his bare hips beneath. You show me yours, I'll show you mine. Ever play that game? I don't think so, no. What'd you say? Wanna? We're suddenly interrupted by the door opening. Daryl quickly withdraws his paws to his lap. No! He withdraws his paws to his lap. No! Yeah! Pat, wrong timing! No! We almost. God damn it! Oh, shit. Oh, no. Hey, guys. Been looking for you. Oh, hey, dude. Pat enters the room but doesn't claim a seat. He stands across from Daryl. You almost out there? Out of here? Yeah, just wanted to bake in for a few minutes. Right on. He folds his arms and squirms in place. Oh my god, that sound. Can we? Oh my god. Bowser, what the fuck? Can we have that talk now? My heart sinks. The one time I desperately needed him to do the opposite of what I asked. Sure. Can Eddie be here? Yeah. No! Don't do that! Don't drag us in! Ah! Fuck! Yeah, he already knows what I'm about to say. My heart races. He's really going to go through with it. So, I haven't been honest with you. Everything's about to fall apart. Their friendship, carcinogen, Daryl's perfect night, our perfect night. Something's been going on and you need to know. Pat doesn't deserve this either. Sure, he's fucked up, but should this mistake cost him everything? Neither of them deserve this. Pass a drag queen. Daryl looks at me quizzically as Pat blankly stares with a look of dread in his eyes. Jeez, Pat, just spit it out, you know? Look, I know you're nervous to tell Daryl because you'll have to spend extra time away from the band, but you just gotta rip off the Band-Aid. Daryl understands, right? I nervously chuckled. Pat's face remains petrified while Daryl, you're fucking it up, Eddie! Oh, wow, so you like wear dresses and makeup and stuff? Yeah, that's the gist. So, do you like want to be a girl? No, I'm just performing as a girl. It's like an alter ego. Oh, that makes sense. Small, awkward pause passes. I can tell a million thoughts are running through the collie's head. Oh, I just gave you a saving grace, Pat. Don't squander it. Were you worried about what I think? Collie silently nods. Oh, dude. The lion stands with the arms wide open. Pat hesitantly accepts the embrace. Doesn't matter what weird stuff you're into. You'll always be my best friend, no matter what. As the collie rests his chin on top of the lion's shoulder, he locks his gaze with me. All I can see is those amber eyes is regret and devastation. Daryl lets go and reclaims his seat. Pat remains still, awkwardly standing in place until he speaks up again. That's all I really had to say. I'm gonna go back outside. Have a good night, guys. Why did we go back on our thing? But like, we literally yelled at him for not telling Daryl the truth. Oh my god. Why did it have to happen at the pool? Why, it could have happened anywhere else, any time of day. Why did it have to be during the pool party? Like, come on. Why at the pool party? Why now? It could have been later? Like, were you about to leave immediately? Like, what was the plan? Later, dude. Bye. He quickly shuffles out, leaving Daryl and me alone again. The lion leans back, interlocking his fingers and resting both paws behind his head. He's sweating quite a bit at this point. I can't help but get mesmerized by each bead as they traverse over his gorgeous contours of his body. He chuckles. So much for 5 minutes. Yeah. Now that I don't have much motivation to rush him out the door, another 5 minutes won't hurt. Was hoping you'd say that. So, where were we? He tugs his own trunk's waistband, pulling harder than the last time, displaying more bare fur beneath. My heart leaps again, but this time around the proposition feels different. It's an icky feeling in the pit of my stomach. Because you interrupted a moment where he was supposed to tell him outright that he slept with Skizzy again and that he wanted to leave. I did just lie to him. If you want, no pressure. He wants this. I want this. Why am I thinking about this so damn much? I signal my consent with a smirk. I similarly hooked my thumbs into my trunk's waistband to make my intentions extra clear. A devilish grin adorns his face, signaling his approval. In one swift motion, I rise to my feet, slide out of my trunks, and let them fall to the floor. He follows suit. That's what you get, guys! That's what you get! Oop! Nothing to see here. Nothing at all. Don't worry about it. Woo! Don't worry about it. As Daryl reclaims his seat, he makes a quarter turn and spreads his legs wide, proudly revealing the owl between his legs. An adrenaline rush hits the instant I lay eyes on that magnificent owl. Look at that magnificent owl right there, guys. Good God. What a terrific treat for my hungry eyes. His owl's hand glasses or simply perfect. Oh my god. The heft and power they carry suit the lion brilliantly. I turn in kind, parting my legs to showcase my owl as well as he ogles them. His expression more than conveys his aroused approval. Same with this owl. His owl twitches and stiffens, becoming fully blushed surprisingly fast. Watching it grow and blush prompts mine to do the same. I'm flooded with desire as I witness bead after bead of sweat cascade down his belly, rolling down his owl and onto his hands, and drip down on the bench below. God damn, nice owl, dude. Thanks. I really like yours too. Oh yeah? He grips it at the hand, waving it back and forth as if brandishing his owl to me. I chuckle. His playfulness is helping ease the tension. He repositions his grip, clasping the center of the owl. He gasps as he gives himself some light and gentle pats. He shudders as he expels a hushed moan. He bites his lips and picks up the pace. I love where this is going. I grab my owl and give myself some indulgent pats as well. It takes little stimulation to completely lose myself in the throes of head pats. He pats faster and I follow suit. As we continue to drown in sheer rapture, I find myself only desiring escalation. My imagination runs wild. All I want is to explore every single inch of that sexy, sweaty body with my butt. Now shut up! Shut up, Google! God damn it! Google, shut up! Stop it! I contemplate scooching closer, seeing where it takes us. Just as I was gearing up to ask the question, he hastily retracts his paw, letting his owl fly free. Fuck. I think we might be getting a little too frisky. I similarly retract my paw. Right. Just don't want to disrespect Chester's home, you know? Yeah, that's fair. No. His expression signals to me a mixture of pity and amusement. He scooches directly next to me. Sorry for teasing. His paw reaches around my back and lean my noggin atop his shoulder. Admittedly, it's taking a lot of discipline not to touch his owl while it's mere inches away, but my paws resolutely remain folded on my lap. Gives a new meaning to Hooters. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Cat don't look. Cat leave. There's so many things going on in both chats. He turns his head, positioning his maw dangerously close to my ear. Don't worry. I won't be so much of a tease next time. He softly speaks directly into my ear. The tingly feeling is bassy. His bassy whisper imparts a shockwave of arousal through my body. Ha! Made your owl twitch! He gropes a greedy pawful of my love handles and jostles it. I push him off me as I scooch away, throwing his playful energy back at him. Shut up! He scooches back to his original position and leans back. Alright, gonna let this guy calm down and I should get going. He reaches down and jostles his owl to embody his point, puckishly bouncing them about in the process. I can't help but adore how he handles his owl like a silly toy. Look how calm it is now, guys. Look how calm that owl is. Oh my, I love my censorship sometimes. He remains silent as he closes his eyes and leans back. Slowly but surely, his owl relaxes. Mine, on the other paw, remains quite stubborn. He's sitting there, paws folded behind his head, legs spread in the most perfect position to receive a blowjob. My mouth waters. I can't help but fantasize about getting on my knees and offering that gorgeous owl every ounce of attention and pleasure it deserves. It takes a grueling amount of discipline to remain in my seat. But I fully intend to keep my maw to myself. He opens his eyes and immediately focuses on my owl. Persistent, huh? Yeah? Is that going to be a problem? No, but you sitting over there just being your hot self ain't helping much. He snickers. All right, message received. I know when I'm being kicked out of the sauna for being too sexy. I roll my eyes. Sure, we'll go with that. The owl disappears. How about you hang in? How about you hang in here for a bit, and I'll start my round of goodbyes. That's a really good plan, actually. Meet you in the driveway? Deal. I'm pushing the timer so far apart. I need to finish this. He departs, leaving me alone to deal with my persistent owl. All I can do is lean back, relax, and try not to think about hot, naked lion men. A lot more difficult than it sounds. To my chagrin, I ended up spending another 10 minutes in there. Try as I might, the evil little horny demons in my brain wanted to showcase every imaginable sex position Daryl and I could achieve in that sauna, and I want to witness every single one of those images. My hand cannot go as fast and type E6. Come on, there has to be something, guys, right? Ooh. I tried to distract myself with whatever tangential thoughts I could conjure, but what immediately rendered me soft was thinking about Pat. I relate to him more now than ever. If I were in Pat's exact position yesterday, who's to say I'd exercise any more discipline than he did? Huh? You where? Bowser! Bowser! Bowser, you follow me on Blue Sky. Send me the link. Send me the link! Please! Please! I'm crying here. Are you in charge of the chord progressions? Not me. Oh my god, Blue Sky. How did you open up real quick? Oh my goodness. Chord progressions. Oh, it's so fast, the typing. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh my god. You risky. Oh, wait, hold up. Boopity 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 boop boop boop. I need to find your. Oh my god. I need to follow you. Oop. Is this it? Yes. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Which account? Is it on the main one? Not me aggressively looking for it. No, sir. I'm not aggressively looking for this so I can see it myself. No, sir. What? I should be finishing this visual novel right now? What? Where is it? Oh, too loud! Thank God the audio's out there. Oh my god. It's on the main chord progressions. Oh my god. Huh. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Ooh. It's gonna like that. I don't think I can repost it on my main. I mean, I am horny on main, but like, should I? Should I repost it? I'll do that later. Oh, you DM'd? Oh my god, you are amazing. You know that? You know that? You're amazing. Yes. All right. That's it for Comfy. That's enough horny for YouTube and and Twitch. Oh my god. I was ready and eager to defile that sauna, throwing all cautions to the wind, and now I have a visual of how that would look like. But that would have been incredibly disrespectful to Chester, Dave, and their home. I'm forever grateful Daryl was able to keep a level head. After sliding my trunks back on, I mosey outside. As promised, I circle around the house and wait for Daryl in the driveway. Luckily, I don't have to wait long. God. God, that Steven Universe feel of music. Oh my god. Ah! I love it. I want this to be like, this is the sound that happens in my head every time I see someone that I really like. This is the embodiment of I like someone and the music plays. This is it. This is the piano that plays. With a few hasty strides, he's in my arms once again. He squeezed tight, holding one another as close as we can. He retracts and gazes into my eyes. Can I come see you tomorrow? Of course. Come by the Chronicles after your shift and we'll hang out. He smiles wide and gives me a giddy chuckle. Yes! I lean towards him. He leans towards me. Our lips reconnect and I'm fully prepared to feel the circuit complete once again. But it doesn't. I'm not feeling what I felt the first time. Not even close. He's not doing anything different. He's kissing me, soft and tender, just like last time. Is there something wrong on my end? Retract, smile. It's because you feel guilty of interrupting Pat. You feel guilty. Smiling wide as ever, nothing seems amiss on his end. Bye, cutie. Drive safe, handsome. It's because you interrupted Pat. That's what you're feeling. You're feeling guilty. You, Eddie, I know you wanted this love connection to happen and everything. You wanted everything to be perfect, but you interrupted the moment Pat finally came to his senses and was about to tell him what happened. Everything. He climbs into the truck, gives me a wave, and drives off his merry way. That last kiss didn't feel right. It didn't feel deserved because it wasn't deserved. You interrupted a moment. Like I stole it. Returning home was a tad tricky. Pat was too sloshed to drive himself. April volunteered to drive Pat's car, chauffeuring both Pat and Randy back to his apartment. I navigated April's Camry with Moriah in the passenger seat. We drove to the same destination, picked up April, and made our way back home. The girls retired to their room immediately while I proceeded to take a nice long shower. I took my time shampooing all of the chlorine and sweat off my fur, scrubbing deep to ensure my coat squeaky clean. It didn't take long to get hard again. The sun of fantasies kept flashing through my mind, as it flashes through my mind as well now that I saw a visual of it. There's no way I was going to bed worked up like that. I quickly rubbed one out and let it wash down the drain. I could never do that. For some reason, like, I've seen like art of like people just rubbing one out in the shower and like, how do you do that? Like, I need a visual. But like, in all seriousness, I don't know how guys do that. It's like weird. Now I'm lying in bed, clutching my pillow tight, imagining he's in my arms. I did it. I got him back. Not only that, but we had a perfect night. It's be- There's so much more to look forward to. Our first date, our first romp. My heart swells with love and joy as I imagine how things will pan out. Admittedly, we're moving quite fast. I've known him for a week, and we're only one small step away from being official boyfriends. It feels right, though. The rapid pace suits us well, I think. Despite all these wonderful things, I can't help but feel rather dull ache at the back of my consciousness. You feel guilty for interrupting Pat's moment. But then again, like that was like the wrong time to like say the things you need to say. But also, it wasn't our place to outright just out him as a drag queen because he wasn't going to officially tell him that just yet. He was going to tell that he slept with Skizzy and all that other stuff. Like that wasn't our place to tell, and we broke that barrier. Like we did it to yes have like a perfect time, like not to ruin the moment, but we had our moment already, and like Pat needed to have his moment with Daryl to explain everything. And now you feel guilty. You lied to him. Exactly. But that's not that but you lied. He wants honesty more than anything. But Daryl got to have his perfect night. A perfect night he more than deserved. All I can think about was his smile after our last kiss. He was so happy. What about your face? I can rest well, knowing he's happy. Let me save it here just in case this is like the ending to it. Honkshu. Yep, there it is. There it is for the night. Hi there, Cordies, it's Bowser. Hope you enjoyed the newest episode. We finally reunited with our lion, but at what cost? What cost? For episode 8, we'll be revisiting Chester's route. Public release is projected late summer in 2025. Oh my god, that is you! If you haven't quite gotten your fill of Chord Prog goodness, head on over to the Patreon and make a pledge for some exclusive content. When I have the money and the funds, I am immediately buying so much merch. I need so much merch. I need the body pillow. You'll get your exclusive Discord server access, early access to upcoming content, plus access to our exclusive short story series, Chord Progressions Staccato, which I also want to do a reading of a reading of when I do have the funds to actually get to the Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, big shout out to the 200 plus of you incredible Cordies who've made a pledge this May. You all make this possible. Thank you. Bowser Puma is their name. Yes. Look at all these pledges, guys. We thank them. We have to thank them for like making chord progressions possible. Because without these Patreon subscribers, the game would not be possible. We need to pay our artists, our writers, our creators, the funds that they need. I can't do it now, so I have to wait for the next update when it does come out. But before I go, I want to talk to the Americans in the room. Listen, y'all, I imagine we're on the same page about things not looking great right now, correct? Among the plethora of terrible things this administration is doing, Republicans are taking aim to destroy our First Amendment rights by making pornography and queer expression illegal. Yeah! I don't know if you noticed, but Chord Prog has got quite a bit of porn and queer expression. I have no clue what you mean. We have that one heterosexual couple. Please help me protect my work and my friends' work. Our community and fandom depend on it. If you live in the States, call your representative in the most effective way to influence policy. Please considering use 5 calls or other similar services to reach out to your representatives and let your voice be heard. I'm saving that link. Chord Progressions is my life work. It's the most important thing I've ever worked on, and it means the world to me. Please help me protect it. Thank you for reading, and let me post the link. It's 5calls.org to call your representatives and to do it. Honestly, it needs. The novel is made in loving memory of Patrick L. Augustine, November 11th, 1989 to May 18th, 2021. That's it. That is the end. But yeah. Honestly, Aaron, it's nice seeing you too. Great reading and wonderful hearing you. Oh, it's honestly been a while since I've done a full like YouTube one. But yeah, we would like to thank author and developer Bowser Puma, music and sound design Martin Dog, Axel Locke, Rhythm Bastard, Gator Tots, sprites done by Drake. Honestly, sprites really nice. Character scenes by Cream and Drake, backgrounds by Rinzi, Cream, and Jim, logos and graphics by Raki, script support One Freeman and Martini Dog. For the show night music credits, which are in the playlist that I sent early on, are performed by Eileen Klein Fancy, Titan FAFO, Haley's guitar solo. All of those are shown on the screen right now. And I know I muted them because I tend to like to do my own voices, but there is voice acting in Chord Progressions, and these are the voices. Eddie is voiced by Bowser Puma, April by Mel, Moriah by Sadie, Dave, Chase, Pat Rinsey, Chester Twitch, Daryl is Rhythm Bastard, Cliff is Radium, Trans Beta, Vin Laed, Corey, Dev, Skizzy Yao, Haley and Biddy, Randy and former Cliff by Jasper, former Daryl is Dammit Cat. Character design credits are all on the screen right here because my throat is starting to feel the edges of overuse because I've been voicing things for the past 3 hours and been talking nonstop. Background photo credits, our links are visible here on the screen as we scroll by and scroll down. Sound effects are also here. As we scroll down it. Sound effects not mentioned were recorded by Bowser Puma themselves. And excuse me, they always require attribution, Bowser Puma. Sound effects are over here. Made in loving memory of Patrick L. Augustine. Made with RenPy, and the program contains free software. All the things. But yeah. I think that's it for tonight, as you guys are going through an ad. So, with that being said, let's give it a round of applause for Chord Pro and the team. And make sure to call your representatives to help stop the ban on pornography. Because honestly, what's going on with the government is so fucking stupid. It is a circus right now. But yeah. Be sure to, on the YouTube end, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to get notified of the next stream or post. We are trying to get short form content on the ready. Dandy, my wonderful best friend and video editor, is getting down a couple or a good chunk of videos to put into short form content. And yeah, comment on what's your favorite visual novel in the comment section below. And maybe I will go look into it. We are always looking for new visual novels to play, as we are backlogged on so many waiting for updates. But yeah, no promises, but I will attempt to try and edit more VODs for the visual novels that I have posted on the YouTube page by June. It's a lot. It's been a lot moving, and among other dramas here and there. But yeah, put me on another FVN. Oh my god, I put you on this one. It's a good visual novel, honestly. But yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm honestly not sure what to say next, but thank you all for watching. I hope you stay comfy, cozy in this owl cottage, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for some Jackbox gaming for Community Day, as well as our next collab with Mako Thresh. And I forgot their name, and I feel really bad for forgetting their name. It's in the link. It's in Cernos. And Cernos, we are doing Don't Starve Together. So yeah, keep an eye out. You know where my socials at. Links are down in the description down below, and if you type in !socials, you can find me everywhere. But yeah, again, thank you all for watching. Hope you stay comfy, cozy in this owl cottage. Remember, stay comfy, stay cozy, and always be safe. All right? Love you guys. Have a good night. Hoot hoot.